Come on now. Hey, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever the case may be, wherever you are in this bright, wonderful world we live in. You know what? I can actually take a seat right now. Hey, good evening, shoot. Good afternoon, good morning. Okay. All right, never mind. Let me turn that. I'm gonna. Boomer! All right, here we are.
Yes.
Hi, everyone.
Maximum boomer.
Boomage. It is drawn and quartered, round 9, anime attack. We are going to be choosing shortly from a list of anime characters, and then we're going to go at it, and we are going to rip each other to shreds, and then I'm going to win, and everyone's going to go home crying. Plan, everyone?
Sounds good.
Can't hear you.
Man, there must be something wrong with my mic, because I was pretty clear.
Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of trash I keep hearing over the airways, so I can't. Might want to fix that, Mike. Might want to fix that.
All right.
It's almost like verbal garbage.
Yeah, verbal garbage. See, Ed's on it. You feel me? Yeah, verbal garbage out here.
All right. I don't know what happened to Critias. Critias was supposed to create the poll. Do I have to do everything?
Yes.
I guess I do. All right. Critias has failed us, so I will have to go and create the straw poll real quick. So,
should we bring in Nasser so we can kick him, or
no. No. Let's give it a minute for some of our main invites to wander in here, and if they don't, then we can hand out the. Oh, there's Critias. I'm here. You're late. Then we can send out the secondary invitations to the people on standby. Bring in more artists. Yes, we're going to. So, how's everyone doing tonight? It's funny at the beginning of this one, it's just a bunch of blank screens.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we can take care of all our introductions for the ones that are here. That way, we're not delaying anything.
There you go.
Hi, everyone. I'm your winner, champion for life, John Malin. Malin Militia.
Clarified who the winner is, John. I don't want to confuse the fans, if that's okay.
Vote twice, vote often for Malin. And look, we're going to win this one. We're going to bring it on home. We're going to put Mike where he belongs, 6th place or worse.
Terrible. All right.
Well, I think we only can have 9 contestants, but if we try real hard, we can make sure that Mike winds up in 10th place.
Yeah, right. Kick him out of his own thing. Kick him.
Left.
You know, when he does anime, it looks really weird.
Shut up. My son throwing me under the bus too. Fantastic.
It's mutiny on the good ship Drawn and Quartered.
All right.
Nothing like some betrayal to start the night off right.
J-Pot says, all right, John won, show's over.
Oh, jeez.
All right, Young's in here.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Elliot, don't flake on me again.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Pablo Romero?
Escobar.
Yeah, Escobar.
Whoa, Escobar. It's not that kind of stream.
I read Pablo Ram. Is your last name Romero? Hola?
Bueno.
Hola?
Pablo, how are you doing?
There he is, Elliot.
What's up,
Elliot?
Elliot.
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 Just wrapped up my time with my kids. And,
All right,
and,
we got the list.
What now? I'm in trouble? What?
I'm just dropping the poll. Dropping the poll in the chat, guys.
Just go ahead and say Hunter D and just go for it.
Go ahead and start voting. John has no idea about anything anime related whatsoever, so he's
Just
going to be
Pokemon.
last tonight. That'll be great.
Who's John?
Who's John?
Malin?
Yeah, right.
Champion for life.
Oh, you don't even know. I'm back, baby. I'm back.
All right,
Look,
there's
I've watched Inuyasha. I've watched Trigun. I've watched what is Howl? Howell.
Moving
Blah,
castle.
blah, blah.
Isn't it spelled HOWL?
I thought it was, yeah. Howl's moving
Did you
castle.
say, isn't it spermed?
Oh. Yeah, isn't it spermed? HOWL.
Oh no.
Saitama, One Punch Man. I totally know who that is. Naruto. What is that?
Saitama.
I'm
Did
down
Yellow
for One
Flash
Punch
put
Man.
that in? Who suggested Naruto?
Naruto?
Yellow Flash?
Me, I love Naruto.
Oh, brother, get out of here.
Lord.
I don't see
Dragon
Fist
Ball.
North Star here.
Please no Dragon Ball.
Guyver.
I'm not sure I could be on
They
the whole
vote
time,
for
Mike.
it. It's
Ryuk from Death Note. Yeah.
Ryuk.
Don't
I don't know everybody.
pronounce
Vampire
correct
Hunter
me.
D.
Hunter D, always.
Ichigo from Bleach.
Ichigo.
What?
Ichigo.
Brother. You guys are full of yourselves. All right.
That's
You start pronouncing your name June.
right.
It's clearly not. It's 3 letters.
June Milion.
We'll just start calling him Malign. John Malign.
Malign. No, no.
John Malignant.
Oh.
All right, so while we've got people, everybody voting, let me introduce everyone who is here to compete tonight. We have Mr. Andrew Huerta, who currently has an Indiegogo for a comic book called Sovereign. We have your ever lovable host, Mike Miller, who is currently hard at work on Lone Star, Heart of the Hero.
Number 2.
All right. We have, and Mike Miller, our host, is also the only 2-time gold medalist in Drawn and Quartered. We'll see if that changes.
Sorry, you were breaking up. Can you say that again?
Oh, brother.
I said Mike Miller, our host, is the only 2-time gold medalist on Drawn and Quartered.
That's you.
Still breaking up. Still breaking up.
Moving right down the line, we have fan favorite Kanan White, the nicest human being, the best human being in Comicsgate. You may know him from the comic book Uber.
He ain't that nice.
More recently, you may know him from the Indiegogo campaign Brand with Antonio Bryce. I believe Brand is still in demand mode. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. It's actually on its way to hit 51K. So, yep.
Okay. Moving down the line, mi gente. Elliot Fernandez, you probably know him, and you're delivering that now, right? Are you delivering Black and Red?
It has been delivered.
That is a beautiful thing, and you're already working on what comes next. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm on the new project. I'm still working on the title, but for now it's the secret project, like a secret sauce that John Mayer is aware of.
Oh,
I know every sauce.
all right. Now, also a frequent fan favorite. He also has a recent Indiegogo. Gary Shipman, is your Indiegogo in demand right now?
It is totally in demand.
In demand. Okay. That is the Gary Shipman sketchbook. All right, now Gary, whatever the topic is tonight, you must draw the topic. No substitutions will be permitted.
I wanted to say that I went on to John Malin's stream earlier, and I saw he was doing a self-portrait. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say Gary Shipman's book is in demand.
Look, I pay you a compliment.
I know exactly what you're talking about. When I was drawing Bigfoot Bill, I saw it.
Weren't you drawing Snake Claw Sam earlier?
I don't know who that is, Edwin. Nobody knows. No one knows who that is.
Bigfoot Bill.
Oh, okay, yes.
Big fat Bill.
Dirty Duck. All right. Now, speaking of the devil, a multiple time medalist and a participant in every single episode of Drawn and Quartered, Mr. John Malin.
Hola, me llamo Juan Toro, and I am the only one here with my own coffee cup.
Weak sauce.
Yeah, it's lame.
Does the coffee cup say? Does it say John Malin?
Mods, keep the poll up in the chat, okay? Because I'm doing other things. I'm going to post it a couple more times here.
Mike is so bossy.
I am, because I'm the boss.
John, Graveyard Shift, is that still in store mode or is that completely closed down?
That is completely closed down. It was the only way Mike ever stood a chance of catching up, so I gave that to him.
I understand everything you're saying. Those marbles out your mouth, boy.
Okay. All right. Speaking of someone who's coming down to the wire, Kyung Lee, the creator of Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb. How many hours are left on your Indiegogo?
Less than 5 hours, last I checked.
Okay, this is a great, fun-looking comic book. Kyung Lee is great people. This is American manga, so make sure you get in and take a look at Kyung Lee's Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb. Please don't
I gotta
miss
say, I think Kung is more nice than Mr. Kanan. I'm just saying, nicer.
What did you say, Elliot? I couldn't hear past the garbage spewing from your mouth. Seems to be a lot of that going on tonight. So
what? That's what I came for. I came for the salsa, for the weak sauce.
Well, the coffee with the coffee with the cheese.
The weak salsa. All right. Now, the winner of the most recent fan edition of Drawn and Quartered. And he also has a project that he's working on. I believe it's called Cyborg USA. I'm talking about Pablo Romero. How you doing tonight, Pablo?
I'm doing fine. It's an honor to be here.
Oh, it is fantastic to have you here. Now, you've got some big shoes to fill. Some of the past fan contestants have medaled. One fan has even won the competition. So you've got your work cut out representing the fans. And just in case everybody's not familiar with the rules, you can draw digitally. You can draw with the traditional method. You can begin your drawing with blue lead or an approximation thereof. But your final drawing, your final submission, must be black, white, and shades of gray. No color is allowed in your final drawing. All right. How are we doing on that poll, Mike?
I don't like how it's coming out, but it's not up to me.
Let me see.
But it is being shared. It is being voted on. It has 84 votes. So
85 total votes. Let's get it over 100 votes. Let's get the poll over 100 votes. Let's see. Looks like we've had some super chats, so let me check back in. Sierra Whiskey for $1.99 says Trash Talk is on point tonight.
Yeah.
Trash Talk. All right. Let's see.
I'm a trash collector.
And if I miss your super chats tonight, please you can tweet them at me. You can repeat them into me in the chat. I'm scrolling through a lot of stuff. Dreaded Dinosaur for $2 says, Edwin, I just followed you. Thank you very much, Dreaded Dinosaur. Make sure to follow all the amazing artists in this chat. Many of them have their own YouTube channels. Let's see. Donald DeLay says, tell Huerta to save his work this time so he can send it to me to save as my lock screen. There we go.
Oh.
Rumble Terrier for $5 says the poll wasn't posted. I think that's been corrected now. Good to see you again, Elliot. Good to see you. It is good to have you back, Elliot.
Yeah, whatever.
For
$10, don't get scared.
For $10, this is from John and Terry Bogard Wallace. Hello, my blessed fellow creators. I appreciate all Comicscape leaders and what you guys are teaching, and keep being role models. I'm behind you guys always. Love, peace, hashtag God bless, hashtag octopus milk.
What?
Oh,
Good times.
Interesting.
I don't think I need
Delicious.
that.
We also have a $10 super chat from Splendopia. I will get in trouble with my wife for this. Hashtag Pablo Romero. Well, don't get in trouble, but thank you very much for the super chat.
Yes, very much appreciated. Hey, by the way, there are 380 people in here. We haven't started yet. If every single one of you could go share this out on your social media and just get one additional person in here, we would have one heck of an audience. Please do
Like
that like button. Yes.
Let's see, Gonzo the Great for $1.99 wants to know if we can add Thundercats to the poll.
Oh,
No.
anime.
First of all, it is.
It's not.
Second of
An
all,
American?
it is
No,
again.
we're done. There's no second of all because the first of all was wrong. So we're done here.
I
know.
happen to think that the 381 people that we have in here are great people, and we don't need any more. But if we do happen to get more, that's great. But I appreciate you that are here now. Vote Malin.
I appreciate you too, John.
You're a blabbermouth.
All right. Yeah, just hit that share button and post that to Facebook or Twitter or Tumblr or MySpace. I don't know where, whatever.
Yeah, the bigger we can make this, the funner it is, because we can get more people on. And it is, right now, it is one of the funner things going on in Comicsgate, and it costs exactly $0 to participate in. And we get high-level artists drawing their hearts out for 2 hours. Well, and some are drawing their hearts out for an hour and a half and then stuffing Taco Bell tacos down their neck for the other half hour.
Yes, we've discovered that John Malin has bad
excuse me.
taste in just about everything, not just Taco Bell.
All right, all creators, since I have you all here, I had a lot of different fans, consumers, and backer of Comicsgate messaging me over the last couple of days and asking me to kind of help boost their voices some and to generalize it out. And now this is the exception, because we want as much blood shed during Drawn and Quartered as possible. Right? We want to see grown man cry. That is the point of it. But in general, what a lot of the consumers and fans are telling me is that there is too much contentiousness and too much contesting within Comicsgate, and they feel like some of the creators are not doing enough to, you can't tell your consumers what to do. You can't tell your fans what to do. None of us has that authority. But what they want you to do is encourage and call out people to display the very best behavior possible, right? And to set these good examples. Except for tonight. We want tonight to be a brutal night fight.
Edwin, we've been doing the Aloha Hour for like 4 months, and that is exactly the entire point.
But what a lot of consumers are telling me is they feel like they're not being heard, and that's kind of the message they wanted passed along and amplified. They want to see an exhortation. They want to see encouragement of better behavior, more compassionate people who are kinder to their fellow consumers. And so they're not asking for bad behavior to be called out. They're asking for good behavior to be encouraged.
You know what? As long as we just don't have to be nice to Nasser, I agree with that completely.
And that makes sense. That seems reasonable.
He's not even here to defend himself.
Exactly. It's Drawn and Quartered, though, so that's what he gets for not being an artist and not eating the butter. Eat the butter, Nasser. Eat the butter. We have a $2 super chat from Paul Hassett, and he says, Minmay from Robotech.
Minmay!
I don't know any of these people.
Antonio Malpica also known as Critics, says true anime lovers, vote Trigun or Bleach.
Trigun.
Akira.
I was moderately disappointed to see that the Fist of the North Star was not an option.
That's bloody. That's a bloody anime. As bloody as I'm going to make John Malin.
Zebulon.
Yes.
There we go.
Zebulon Pike for $2 ask, where's Faye Valentine? Major Kusanagi. Iconic.
Oh, was that not on there? I told him to put it on there.
Failed.
The Major.
Yeah.
Failed. Michael failed.
Yeah, and the Fist of the North Star and the Fist of the South Star must never fight.
Oh, I can do that one.
Wow, we are at 146, but I still don't like the result.
What is it?
What?
I don't want to say. I mean, actually, everyone who's looking at it can see it's Sailor Moon. Trigun is it's.
Oh man!
Oh, what? Come on, guys!
By one vote.
Out of all the animes, y'all pick Sailor Moon.
Trigun, people.
Trigun, people. One vote.
Come on.
One. There we go.
And
Don't do this.
Jiminy Cricket, as you're able, can you please post all the for the competitors in tonight's program? Can you please post for the ones who have active Indiegogo campaigns, whether it's in demand or it's active? Can you please post that, and then maybe post Kyung Lee's a little bit more, just because his ends tonight.
In 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
4.5 hours. 4.5 hours.
We've got over 153 total votes.
Yeah, Trigun's in the lead.
All right.
Which I don't care for Trigun.
All right, tell me when to shut up.
Planet of the Apes it is.
Oh, dude. Ugh.
I'll draw Sailor Moon.
Are you ready? Are you ready to shut it down, or do you want to give it a couple?
Can you guys see my screen or no?
Let's see your face.
Oh, it
How
doesn't
about
matter.
we call it at 175, and that'll be
All right.
it.
I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, Trigun's
Sure you will, Kanan. See you tomorrow.
Whatever.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Andrew,
What up?
how you doing, brother?
What's going on, man? I'm chilling.
Okay, good. We got a farmer and alliance here, bro. Listen.
No,
That's
there's
how
no
we're
alliance.
We're gonna gang up. We're gonna gang up on
No
John.
ganging up.
He's a serious threat, and especially Mike Miller because he owns this house.
I know
No
you
one
got two
makes me bleed
representatives
my
of
own
Melee,
blood.
What's
Melee
that?
Militia represent.
All right, so
Okay.
Critics for $2 says I say focus on Kong's campaign. Kong's campaign just for tonight. I think Kong's campaign is if you take and you draw Kyung Lee in underpants, much like the giant primate from Jawbreakers. That would be Kong's campaign. So that would be amusing to see a Kong Lee.
Whitey.
I wanted to draw Knuckle Bomb. I'll draw her.
Did Elliot? Wait, who backed out? Elliot? He's coming back, right?
I might have to bug out, but I'm gonna hang in as long as I can so I can see John
Wait,
lead.
you might have to bug out.
Where you going, dude?
What are
Because
you
over
doing?
on the East Coast it's 10:30 and it'll be 12 o'clock, so I gotta get some sleep.
Half of us are on the East Coast, Elliot.
No, you're not on the East Coast. You lie.
Yeah,
All right.
we are.
All right,
Where
so
are you?
Kanan is too.
all right,
Yep.
got 1 minute on the clock. So get your vote in now. It doesn't cost you anything to vote. Got 1 minute on the clock, and then we'll stop it, and we'll get this rolling. Hang on a second. Let me start the old timer.
The old timer. What do you call an old timer? Oh, you're talking to Mike. Sorry.
Now let's see, for $2 Canadian from Red User One, would you ever consider doing a Transformers episode?
Never.
That'd be
More
hard.
than meets the eye.
More than meets my sketch pads. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'll let Kanan draw because he likes to draw everything.
Forget you, Elliot.
Invite Brian Shearer. in
Oh,
here.
don't talk smack now, boy. I'll tell you right now. Back up. Back up, son.
Get
Back
your
up,
vote
son.
in. I'm getting ready to stop the poll. You've got 15 seconds. Get your vote in. Get your vote in now. You've got 10 seconds.
It looks clear. The winner's clear so far.
And stopping the vote. I'm going to hit refresh on the poll. We'll see where that leaves us.
Oh yeah.
Where's Gary Shipman?
Where is Gary Shipman?
It looks like Mario won.
No.
All right, and the clear winner with 41 votes is Trigun.
All right.
Yay.
Vash the STAMPEDE.
I'm going to let me repeat the rules for everyone in the audience. This program is called Drawn and Quartered. This is the 9th episode. Once I start the time, our contestants will have exactly 2 hours to complete their drawing. They can draw traditionally. They can draw digitally. Their final product must only be in black and white and shades of gray. And you must, to receive a vote, you must actually submit an example of the topic, which is Trigun. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're ready.
Nice.
Correct, sir.
All right.
Nice.
As always, protect yourselves at all time and begin.
Huh?
Mike,
What? What, Mike? What?
No, does it have to be Vash, or can it be somebody else from the universe?
Come on,
Vash.
it's Vash, man.
'Cause I like the dude with the cross gun, man. He's pretty dope.
Who's Vash?
Vash the Stampede. He's the guy with the red trench coat and the glasses.
This anime's terrible.
all right. This is $2 from Hugh Jass. Let me repeat that. $2 from Hugh Jass. The poll results here are as bad from yesterday.
All right. I got an idea.
I think we are all caught up with the super chats. Again, I'm going to be flipping through the artist cameras. So if I miss your super chat, just feel free to ping me here. I want to make sure to get your message out. All right, Mike, did you give me control, or is your son running the cameras?
You have the comm.
All right. So I'm going to introduce you to everybody one more time. We have Andrew Huerta. And Andrew has a current Indiegogo campaign called Sovereign.
Hey.
Right, Mr. Huerta. As always, your lovable host, Mr. Miller.
Hello.
Whatever.
All right.
Hey.
And let's see, time is running out. Time is running out on to get in on Lone Star. It's in demand. Have you decided when you're going to close that out?
When I go to print, I got the first, just about half of the edited script today. Sent it off to the letterer. He said he's going to get on it on Friday, so hopefully next week.
Okay, so if you haven't got in on Lone Star Heart of the Hero, make sure you take a look at that. I've read the story all the way through. If you love
send you the second issue.
If you love classic superhero stories, if you love Captain America and you're sick of the way he's been abused, you're going to want to get Lone Star Heart of the Hero. All right, moving down the line, perennial fan favorite, Keenan White, artist for a comic book called Uber, artist for a currently being created comic book called Brand with Antonio Bryce. How you doing tonight, Mr. Keenan White?
I am doing very well. Rested and ready to groove.
Whatever.
And so Kanan already has enough for us to take a look at. Sometimes the digital drawers, their creations begin to emerge quicker. You'll notice here he's drawing in sort of a digital version of blue lead. And before he goes to his final version, he will probably convert that to a grayscale, but you won't see blue in the final version.
Correct. Yep.
All right. It is Mr. Kanan White. All right, moving down the line. Very good to have you back. How are you doing tonight, Mr. Elliot Fernandez?
Feeling very confident. Feeling like I'm going to take this
and run away.
And yeah. Well, you know what, Michael? Indeed.
All right. Now I see it looks like you are giving us something that looks like it's going to be in direct competition with Mr. Gary Shipman. You're focusing on a portrait, it looks like.
Yeah. I have no love for this character, so.
Oh, whatever.
Portrait cheater.
So that's how you know not to hire Elliot, because unless it's his own character, apparently he won't.
Just do portraits.
Are you kidding me? Have you not seen my black and red book? Somebody else's character.
Now, speaking of the portrait devil, we have Mr. Gary Shipman, also known as Mr. G Ship.
Hey.
But a G thing.
So we're doing Mario?
For those that want to be disqualified, yes, we were doing Mario.
So, okay, so John, we're doing Mario.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on.
You do Luigi, you're going to be kicked out.
Nobody does Luigi.
I'll do Luigi.
Mr. Shipman with some of the finest boomer humor. And he has, Gary has, Gary Shipman has a current
boomer humor
on Indiegogo.
Gary has a real, like, Norm Macdonald type of wit.
Why, thank you, Mike.
All right. Moving down the line, also drawing digitally, we have Mr. John Malign. John.
That's awesome.
You're tainting the voters.
Now with that,
I know exactly what you're doing. But I want to know how you're doing, Edwin. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. It's always fun to be here with y'all and Drawn and Quartered. I really believe that this is absolutely one of the best things to come out of Comicscape. This is really just such a fun show.
Yeah, and John's such a suck-up.
Well, that is part of the game. You cheat,
is it?
you steal, you kill is a little bit harder. You kill maybe metaphorically, but you fight your way to victory, because at the end of the night, all that matters is that gold medal.
Every time John talks, all I hear is a vacuum cleaner.
Well, you know, there's people that show up to compete, and then there's people that just show up.
And then there's John.
Yeah, you get an Uber, John.
Oh yeah, I show up to win. I'm the third.
Right. And then for people who haven't seen John's art before, John's art style, one thing that always seems to jump out to me is the long, kind of exaggerated torsos. The long, lean torsos seems to be a pretty persistent part of Mr. Maitland's style. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
He doesn't get his anatomy right, is what you're saying. All right. Just like clarifying for the fans in the audience.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, you may be in trouble. It looks like Kyung Lee is like
nice
deep into his drawing already.
Sick.
I was going to disinvite Kyung real quick.
You're going to retroactively. Oh, I'm sorry. Kyung Lee has connection problems.
Let me just press this button.
This button over here.
All right.
I want to see Knuckle Bomb.
Yeah, draw Knuckle Bomb, Kyung. We'll let you do that. And, you will be disqualified, but it'll look great.
Everyone draw what you want.
Yeah, it's complete anarchy in here, apparently.
Except for Gary Shipman. Gary Shipman,
Right.
you've got to draw Miss Pac-Man.
Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. Thanks. I'm almost done, actually.
And done.
All right, moving down the line. First time competitor on Drawn and Quartered, and the winner of the fan edition, Mr. Pablo Romero.
Hello.
Hola.
How are you doing, Mr. Romero?
What's up?
I'm fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Pablo with the charm offensive.
Pablo, I don't know you, but I already don't like you.
And Pablo, you've got a project coming out pretty soon, yeah?
Yes. Cyber USA, written by Rob Casey, and drawn by me.
Awesome.
I think is almost finished. I did the first episode, and the colors are done. I don't know if the lettering is done. It will be available soon.
All right, and do you do your own colors? Or do you have someone else color for you?
Well, the colors of Cyber USA are done by someone else. I usually do my colors for illustrations.
Right.
Cool.
I was waiting for Pablo to say, "Why do you ask so many questions?"
All right. I'm gonna put the camera on free rotate, and so as you speak or as you communicate with people, your work will be presented to the chat. And let me dive back into the chat and catch up, make sure I haven't missed anything important.
I am a real American. John is not.
Fast.
Oops, someone's taking pictures.
That's Wolverine.
That's not Trigon.
You cannot take pictures. There are no pictures in Drawn and Quartered.
Let's see. And this is $2 from Comics Should Be Good. He said, just in from Malin Stream. Yo Go Kyung. Back Battle Maiden Knuckleball. Absolutely. It is a great looking book.
Yes, it is.
Better.
All right, this is a $5 super chat from Toon. I was talking to Ben Jones earlier. He was really happy with how Asgard ended, considering he had no time to advertise. Thank you to those who backed. I really like Ben Jones too. Ben Jones is a.
Do we still have a spot? We can get Ben in here if he wants to jump in. He might be a little bit late. We have one pot, my son says.
Let me see if I can get a hold of Ben. He may be at work.
What's up with having a real job?
Yeah, Ben is a contract engineer for NASA.
Yep.
NASA?
NASA. National Aeronautics
NASA.
Administration.
Well, that's looking good, Elliot.
Ben, do you want to come into Drone and Boomer? Speaking of Drone and Boomer, what happened to the ever lovable Art T. Bear?
He said he couldn't get his iPad, his Chrome to work on his iPad. So I guess he didn't want to come in late trying to figure it out. So
let's see. Sketch Therapy says, you missed my super chat. Pencil for Life. There's some older super chats you missed. And Expendable Expendable. Okay, so I can only go so far back.
All right, let me try to get back to those. I'm gonna need a few extra minutes at the end because I'm doing this now.
No.
Course.
Oh, sketch therapy. Okay, I can get to sketch there. Dudes, and I'm an army of one. He's a sketch therapy is a soldier of love, soldier of immorality.
Malin is a soldier of fortune.
Pencil for life. John, you got this. Don't forget the feet. Hashtag Malin Militia.
Yeah. Malin Militia.
Let's see if I've missed anybody else. I can only go so far back. Let's see. P Money. P Money for California money. Canadian money. $6.99. Mike praying to God in the Church of Cross Examinations. That best person wins. No one gets hurt. Edwin's voice speaks God's words, and bless Ruth. Amen.
Oh, Mike will feel pain.
Was a nice.
Let's see.
Can't get to Expendable Hero. All right, Expendable Hero for $5. Sorry, John. Mike for the win. Malin Malit. No. Lone Star Squadron. Oh! I gave you the light version of that, so I didn't.
Hey, I doubt this is gonna work, but Edwin, check your Twitter. See if that link works. I'm fairly certain it won't because it's off of mine. But
let me see.
Sketch Therapy, do your best, Elliot. You have my vote, and I'm an army of one. Sketch Therapy, $1.99.
Did you hear that, John?
Malin Militia are army of two. Vote twice, vote often.
Yeah, I would have to be logged in as you for that to work. I think I caught them all up though.
All right. Well, just leave this open. Tell me if something. Whatever.
Less of Edwin's forehead. Okay, let's see if we can get less of my forehead. All right, so no response from Ben Jones. You want me to fill the last spot, or do you want it left open?
Let's leave it open in case a special person who I invited might come in.
Let's see. Splintopia wants to know: can I highlight Doug's sketch?
Doug.
I can. I don't know why we would. I'm not sure who you mean by Doug. But I will go through. And we'll see what kind of progress everyone has made. Andrew, are you at a spot where you can zoom out?
Yeah, zooming out right now. I'm good to go.
All right, we are looking at Mr. Andrew Huerta. Mr. Andrew Huerta. All right, moving down the line. Sometimes when Mike is drawing traditionally, it is hard to make out his rough outs are usually very, very faint, so sometimes it's hard to make out early work.
All right, I tighten it all up in the end.
How much did he pay you for all that, Eddie? And the propaganda I just heard.
All right.
I just like to bring it at the end, surprise everybody with my awesomeness.
All right. So they call that? I thought I smelled something.
All right, now we're looking at Kenan White's. We're looking at Kenan White's work, right? And so he's already starting to lay down. Some ink on top of his blue rough out.
That's not ink. That's just digital black stuff.
Right, but people understand.
Stay in your lane, Mike. You don't understand this verse.
People understand the approximation.
Yes, everybody else does. He doesn't.
Boy, this is Mr. Canaan White. All right, Elliot. Wow, Elliot is. I guess Elliot decided he would finish in the first 15 minutes, and then
Drop the mic.
Whoa! Wow,
it's really good though.
He dropped the red mic.
Too fast.
We'll see. We'll see how this strategy resonates with fans. But it is an impressive use of the negative space.
I'm not impressed.
Lame.
Just for you.
Lame.
We will see if less is more. We will see if less is more. Speaking of less, let's check in with Mr. Gary Shipman.
I'm working on Pac-Man.
Working on that Miss Pac-Man, huh?
Yep.
He's working on a secret weapon, I could tell.
He's really doing Mario.
We will see what surprise Mr. Gary Shipman brings to us tonight. All right. Now looking at John Malin. Wow.
The only surprise Gary can bring is if he actually draws the topic.
Is that Twitch? What is that?
It's Twitch.
Yeah, thought so.
Oh, fear. That's what I heard. Fear.
All right. Looking good, Mr. Malin.
Yeah, my understanding is the guy that did Trigun was a big McFarlane fan. So I'm going to drive that as my muse.
Channel your inner Todd.
We are looking at Kyungli. Now, I see that you're taking a page from Mr. Malin's playbook. I do not see any feet. Were there feet on the truck? No, there are no feet.
Vash does have feet, guys.
We're not here to play to your fetishes.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, walking, standing and walking are definitely my fetish.
Standing and walking. All right, now Kyungli, tonight is the final hours of his Indiegogo. It is a great project. It is called Battle Maiden Knucklebomb. Battle Maiden Knucklebomb has a gorgeous protagonist. It is essentially American manga. Please take a look at that Indiegogo. Kyungli's Battle Maiden Knucklebomb. All right. And last but not least, his first time on the show and the winner of the fan version of Drawn and Quartered, Mr. Pablo Romero.
Pablo Romero, everyone. Pablo Romero.
Pablo Romero from here to there.
Silent but deadly.
Oh, look at that. I like that. Did you hear that, John? That was for you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Good so far.
Everyone's coming after you, John.
Yeah, well, you go after the best, right?
Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. We have to have a talk, John.
I want to be the very best that no one ever was.
We may need a soundtrack behind us.
I'll get demonetized.
All right, so Pablo, help me with this. Is this dibujado? Dibujado? Is that correct? Drawn? Dibujado?
Yes. Dibujado.
Dibujado.
That would be drawn.
And corteado? Corteado. Portrait.
Yes, I'm not sure of that.
Well, quartered is like fourths. So if you cut something into fourths.
Cuartos.
Yes. Cuarto.
Very good. Learn something every night. You've got remember again how Drowning or Comicsgate is essentially a white nationalist organization.
Yes.
we're not very good at it, though.
We're very progressive.
Yeah.
You threw me off, man. I didn't expect you to say. I was like, what?
I don't think that saying I'm from Argentina, where many Nazis came, is going to help Comicsgate.
Are you from Argentina?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. My wife and I want to get down there sometime. She dances Argentinian tango.
I missed a $20 super chat. I missed a $20 super chat from GOP Gamer. He says, "Hi, Edwin. I appreciate you addressing the current concerns about division in the community. I love you guys and all the wonderful people in Comicsgate. We are far stronger when we stand together. Keep up the amazing work, everyone."
You know, that's what I was telling John, and he refused to hear that.
All the wonderful
Still
people.
do.
John.
I'm staying in my lane.
Yeah, pick your lane, mister.
Lane. This is my highway.
Everyone is telling me to grow the beard. The beard will come back soon. I've had to do a lot of work in respirator. Oh, Yellow Flash Incorporated says kick John Malin.
No, it's just he's just mad because I called out his Naruto fetish.
Well, if Mr. Malin could draw me some feet, I would kick him with the feet that he has drawn for me. Fan Advocacy Network for $1.99 is John Malin drawing Beaker from the Muppets. Mr.
Yeah, the most badass Beaker you've ever seen.
Ridiculous.
All right, let's see. Sketch Therapy for $1.99 says, "Make another full body Elliot. Easier to win with 2." Make another full body. I say he's saying make another Trigun entry. Yes.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, try making 1.
$5 from Antonio Malpica. "You guys are playing in the wrong ballpark. It's like basketball on a football field. Only one person is going to win tonight. Congratulations, Kyung."
Hey.
Congratulations, Kyung. It was a $5 super chat from Antonio Malpinka.
Feel a little betrayed, Critius.
Well, again, anytime you guys want to spend some money, we can talk trash to Mr. Mike Miller all night long. You just gotta lay the money down, and we will make sure to get those daggers right in his back.
Oh,
very lovely.
And let me read this $20 super chat again, just because it was such a nice scene. This was from GOP Gamer. GOP Gamer, who says, "Hi, Edwin. I appreciate you addressing the concerns about division in the community. I love you guys and all the wonderful people in Comicsgate. We are far stronger when we stand together. Keep up the amazing work, everyone." And to that, let me say I have actually nominated, since we are the White Nationalist Disco Club, I would like to nominate Kanan White to be the president of the White Supremacy Disco Club. Does anybody second that nomination for Kanan White?
It's appropriate. His last name is White.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We will be the white supremacists.
I respectfully decline.
My motion carries. So if you have any complaints about Comicsgate, specifically with the white supremacists, make sure to get a hold of Kanan White.
Yeah, a flood of emails. Like, what?
That's how I feel.
You're Mr. White from the Eddie Murphy skit.
It's fate. I'm sorry, Kanan. It's just fate. You are now president of the White Supremacist Club.
Yeah.
It's like Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks.
How can I help you, Mr. White?
So bad, so bad.
Without a doubt, Kanan, you are the whitest person here.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Travis Nelson says Clayton. It says Kanan Clayton Bigsby White.
Oh no.
Did you just get doxxed?
Me? What?
Don't blame me. Don't blame me, Kanan. Take it up. Take it up with your parents. Take it up with your parents. I didn't make you white. They did. It's not my fault.
That's true. It is all true.
It's actually funny though. Is my grandmother has she passed earlier last month or whatever.
At all,
But she no, she had red hair like Lucille Ball. She's probably lighter than you, Mike.
Yeah.
Yep, she was feisty. So yes, I do have white in me now. But I still respectfully decline as president.
That is even more appropriate. That is even more appropriate. Kanan is incredibly proud of his white heritage. Kanan, as a proud white man, it is a privilege to have you as our leader.
It just gets worse and worse.
Hey, sometimes you just got to take one for the team, brother.
Yep. It's my time.
Our Führer.
All right. I have to mute my microphone for one moment, so I'm going to put the cameras on rotate. So, gentlemen, as you speak and converse, your work will be shared with the audience.
All righty. Anyone can speak at any time. Can you guys see mine all right? Everyone want to stop drawing what you're working on and look at mine for a minute and just tell me if you can see it all right.
No.
Not really. We don't care.
Yeah.
You should just stop now. Better this way, like this. Anytime is the right time.
I've seriously not looked at any of your guys' stuff because I don't want to see it until it's done.
I'm looking right now. So Andrew is doing the Elliot redo. Mike is doing stuff no one can see. Kanan is doing what Kanan does. Gary looks like he's actually putting a little effort this time. We haven't seen Gary put in effort since episode 1 of Drawn and Quartered.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome, Gary. And Ki-Young is doing a fantastic female version of VASH the Stampede.
Bird. Cheater!
Yeah, and well, our fan edition Pablo, who makes everybody uncomfortable, is actually doing a pretty good drawing. So right now, Pablo is probably second only to me.
Oh, I'd have to say that, huh?
So do you dance tango, Pablo?
What?
Do you dance tango?
No.
I thought it was a requirement.
No. Well, I do have some records. I think I have something from Gardel. They're really all stuff.
Huh.
Nobody understood that.
John.
Sorry, I'm not used to speaking English.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right, Pablo. All you got to do is win. You're not here to win on your English abilities. You're here to win on your VASH the Stampede. So far, you're doing all right.
Yeah, John.
Thank
That's
you.
John's a testimony to that because he's not very good at English either, and he's one.
It's true.
He's also not very good at drawing anything that's not just black all over the place.
Whatever. Elliot's
What is
trying.
this nonsense?
I love that Elliot is trying to break his Mr. Rogers persona.
Listen,
It's
I'm
a
just
beautiful
saying.
day in this neighborhood.
When
He's wearing a sweater right now.
When are you gonna draw anything, John? I don't see anything on your screen.
I'm almost done.
Yeah, yeah, good tell.
Yeah.
You gotta start first.
You better check your monitor.
Oh, well, I'm checking.
Put some respect on that man.
Respect.
No, it's actually looking really good. Man.
I might go get some tacos, man. I'm doing pretty good.
I'm about to head
Hey,
out.
John.
You want one?
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
I had Taco Bell earlier.
Good.
Messed me up.
You'll get used to it.
He did it on purpose. He's every night, and we've been drawn and quartered. He goes around like Santa Claus to all the Taco Bells and poisons everything just in case.
Mm-hmm.
For someone.
No, it's just something you build up tolerance. You know.
Oh wow!
It's like those monks that train in the mountains, like that.
Andrew,
Oh, this is gun is
I'm
gonna
digging it, man. I'm digging it. Way better than John's.
I hear the fear.
It's just because you guys can't see mine yet.
That's the trembling in my voice. It's called confidence.
Oh.
Dry and secure.
Or fear.
Actually, seriously though, Andrew, I see something cool there. Like you did something really abstract, and then you kind of just picked those pieces you like.
Hey, Elliot, guess what?
What?
We don't care.
I'm talking about Andrew's art.
What?
See what's happening there?
What's that?
Andrew, don't let him talk like that.
Wait, what's that? Hey, I kind of can't hear you a little bit.
Oh, good. 'Cause, I don't want King to hear me. So, Andrew, this is what we're going to do. Before Kanan leaves and he steps away, trip him.
We'll send him a virus.
Oh, I like this.
Yes. Thank you for that.
You can't send viruses to Mac. Sorry, buddy.
This is a Russian virus.
Yeah, no. Yeah, be perfect. Let's see what Kanan's doing. Let's see. Oh, gee whiz, Kanan. Didn't you get the memo? Why are you drawing Spartan? This is not Wildcats.
Spartan!
Oh, well.
His suit is really close to that, though. It's kind of funny.
That's good, man.
Anything like Trigun? Are you serious?
The collar, Mike. The collar. You just stick with the traditional, buddy.
This is ultimate Trigun.
Gary?
Yeah.
You're killing it with that pen, man. Killing it. I like it. He looks really happy, that guy. Oh, I don't. He's got an earring.
I don't know what this character looks like. I just looked real quick once, and now I'm just going from memory.
It's Billy Idol.
Gary.
Billy, I'm thinking Sting.
Yeah. From Dune.
White Wedding.
Yeah, Billy Idol. That would be. Why aren't we drawing Billy Idol?
That's a good question.
You could draw Billy Idol as Vash. That'd be great.
Kung.
Start over, Gary. You got it. You got this.
I see some good stuff there on screen.
I kind of want to make his gun longer.
Listen, Michael, keep it to yourself.
Okay. Right? Okay.
Wow, you guys are filthy minds. I don't think you belong on my channel.
I didn't say anything. You're the one bringing it
Anything
up.
to win, Mike. Anything to win.
Right.
Mike, why are you
What about you?
why are you drawing things like that?
I
That's
don't know what.
shameful.
What?
This what you are doing, it is wrong.
What? Drawing very well.
Ha ha ha.
Yes, that's very wrong because you're not drawing well. Ooh.
Let me see if there's been any super chats that I've missed since somebody's not here to mind the star.
Here, I'll tell you. I'll read super chats.
All
I'll
right,
read super chats.
$5. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to start from the bottom. Tell me when to stop. Mark C says, Mike asking Pablo if he tangos. What happened to his wife's other dance partner?
Oh, that's no.
Huge ass for $2 says, Cecil is streaming against y'all. What a rube. MM. Whatever that means. What a ruby? I don't know what that means. I'm the noob. And Tim Malpica for $5 says, Kanan is Clayton Bigsby from the Blind Black from Dave Chappelle KKK skit.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's where the name was. I was wondering where I heard that name before.
All right, and let's see here. Super chat, super chat. Can't find them all super chats. That's all I got. I'm just gonna go down a little further in case somebody dropped another one.
Well, if nobody said anything, Antonio Malpica for $2. Conspiracists believe Hitler escaped to Argentina. That is correct. He did. I've seen pictures. Red user, Canadian $2. Do you know the history of the drawn and quartered name? Gruesome. Yes, we do. That's why it's called drawn and quartered. And that was it. Yep. Last one was GOP Gamer. So back to our regularly scheduled programming. Mike, winning drawn and quartered.
And I noticed that Gary Shipman is simulcasting tonight.
Are you kidding? What? Double dip?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Gary has no honor.
He's got side viewers.
I have little to no honor. That's true.
It's all right. You've got little to no viewers.
Oh, thanks, Mike.
All right, we have a $10 super chat from Pencil for Life. Seriously, guys, the friendship, community building, and camaraderie is what Comicsgate is about. This is how we should be, competitors and friends. We respect each other and support each other always. Pencil for Life.
Sounds like the Hallmark card.
Yeah, it's a very nice symbol. I think some of the Comicsgate consumers are a little disillusioned with some of the combative stuff, with some of the stuff that's been said, with some of the fights. With sometimes people get passionate and they want to argue for things. And just remember, there's another person on the side of that argument. Whenever possible, argue ideas. Don't argue against people's identities or personas, because they have nowhere to go from that. They have nowhere to hide from that. No other position to take. People cannot stop being themselves. So whenever possible, try and argue your ideas.
That said,
I agree.
Jude Vanillian says, Elliot, is John Jordan the villain from Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Mm-hmm.
No, I agree. I cannot change that I am Vietnamese, nor would I want to.
What?
Nor would I want to. This is a newfound
So your last
fact.
name is like two last names.
No, this is a newfound fact in my family DNA, is that my sister showed up as like 0.002 something Vietnamese. And I'm embracing my new culture. I won't let you guys bring me down for it anymore.
John Mulan. Somewhere.
When are you gonna go to your homeland?
Yeah, probably never.
What?
I like the States.
You're a loser. Let's see. see here. I'm looking for anything that's especially angry towards John Malin.
There won't be anything in
The
there.
chat.
In the chat, yeah. I'm trolling the chat right now.
Understood. Understood.
So,
Let's see. Someone is saying all they can see is my lovely hair, and I'm glad my hair is lovely. Let me see if I can adjust my hair doesn't.
Hey, Edwin, quit showing off.
Right. Sketch Therapy says, keep it positive is how Marvel muzzled fans and critics. Oh, okay. Okay, but it's a choice. It's a choice. And we all have a choice how we interact with each other.
No. That's not right. I mean, you could be positive, but still be, respectfully critical. You know?
Is that what you call it, Mike?
That's correct, Gary. Don't I help you as an artist, Gary?
Be honest, Gary. Be honest.
Is that what you call it? You call that? That's what you call it, Mike? Help?
Yes, that is correct.
Quotes.
Yes, Mike is a good guy.
mm-hmm.
Someone asked if this is a wig. No, this is all me. I picked the right parents for hair genetics, I guess.
I was expecting to say I picked the right wig. Okay. I was really hoping for some deeper cuts here for John, but let's see you guys. I'm actually reading the chat, so if you guys want me to read it, just say anything terrible about John Malin.
Someone said something about there being no dogs in my neighborhood.
No.
What? Oh.
I get it.
Yeah. That's Chinese. I don't know if the Vietnamese eat
Yeah,
that.
that's Chinese.
Let's see. Lawrence VE says, no more tacos for John. Only pho from now on.
Yeah.
Mr. Malin, man does not live by tacos alone. That's
Goodbye, fried chicken. Hello, fried rice.
almost biblical.
Not Vietnamese either. It's Chinese. Nothing about your culture, John.
That's all right. I don't know anything about this culture.
Do they have pho where you're at, John?
Huh?
Do they have pho where you're at?
Yeah, we have fun.
Wow. Listen, none of your business says you should see my hair. It's so white, it's almost Canaan. Wow.
Oh no.
Extra white. I think I've started a meme. This is fantastic. Let's see. For $1.99, Mr. Sketch Therapy says, respectful and critical is still labeled as negative.
Negatory.
That's what I've been telling you, Mike.
Shut up, Gary. Be respectful of my criticism.
Wow.
Model 3 says, Blacklist Universe, that link you sent doesn't go anywhere.
Can you send him the link?
To the Hangout?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Who's that?
Model 316?
Oh, I don't know.
He was in the fan edition. He did a Lara Croft model, 3D model, in 2 hours.
Yeah, he's not going to be competing. He's just going to, since we have the empty seat, he's going to be in here just having fun.
All right. Model 16, if you check your Twitter, you have the link.
Kanan, I'm a little concerned. You're usually done by now.
So I'm usually no.
Yeah.
How much time do we have?
I don't know. I'm the same. I don't know what's taking me so long. User. Let's see. Oh, Michael, I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know, Elliot. I don't know why it's taking so long.
Let me hop over on. Oh, I forgot to say, the fan edition of Drawn and Quartered is going to be tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's going to be, I believe, on Manny's Good Dog Press on his YouTube channel.
I like what Pablo's doing. I like it. I like it mucho. Let's see.
Thank you.
Oh man,
That's nice.
this guy. Oh, that's Elliot. Oh, look how great he is.
So I'm looking at IndieCron. John Malin's Graveyard Shift finished up at $106,096. Mike Miller's Lone Star Heart of the Hero is at $102,179. So if you haven't bought in yet, please give Lone Star Heart of the Hero a look and see if you can help push Mr. Mike Miller past John Malin. That would tickle him.
I would be tickled.
The only way he's going to win.
All right. Wow. Brand is almost at $51,000. Brand is kind of a horror action comic, kind of a supernatural horror, I guess. And that is Kanan White here in the champ, teamed up with Antonio Bryce. And it is a good-looking comic book.
Yeah, but that's never going to come out. Kanan's so slow.
So who's winning?
I paced thyself.
Critias,
I'm really digging that, man.
is always very active. Antonio Malpica, who is always very active in our chat, has Detective Dad, Crimson Moon. Wow, and he's in demand. He's closing in on $30,000. That's amazing. All right, now the real important one, because it is closing out tonight, is a competitor right in our chat or right in our competition, and that is Kyung Lee, Battle Maiden Knucklebomb. Battle Maiden Knucklebomb. And this is a good-looking book. Kyung, have you got your mic on?
No, I do.
I heard a rumor that you might be doing something with that umbrella guy. Is there any truth to that rumor?
Where did you hear that rumor?
The old rumor mill, where we get all our good rumors.
Is that something that is possible, or is that speculation?
I suppose it's within the realm of possibility.
Oh, right.
Well, a lot of things are in the realm of possibilities. Mike could come in first again. It's just probably not going to happen.
Oh no, baby! This is the first place winner right here.
It's not a girl.
You should not. I won with Lobo, baby. Lobo.
Yeah, that was random.
Whatever.
John, I was just going to compliment you, and then you open your mouth. Compliment rescinded.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you're saying.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Model, what's up, bud?
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. We're all doing well. Some of us doing better than others. All right, I'm gonna throw some ink on this. Yeah, boy. If I can find 5.1. And maybe I'll use this.
I
All
was
right,
happy to
I
see
like what you're
that
doing.
Sailor Moon didn't win that poll. That was getting a little close there.
Yeah. Scaring the hell out of me.
That was ridiculous.
I'd have loved to see that.
In the name of the moon, I will punish you.
I will punish you. What?
I was starting to look forward to it.
Yeah, John was gonna do like voluptuous Sailor Moon.
I was going to do what was required to win.
Sailor Moon squeezing her breasts together.
That's the least of it.
Hey, Mike, this is a family show.
Yeah, Mike.
I don't
Get out
know.
of the gutter.
Right to the gutter, Mike.
Right into the gutter.
Right now, someone else Another one of our competitors has an active Indiegogo. It is called Sovereign, and that is Andrew Huerta. Andrew Huerta. Andrew, you're closing in on almost being funded.
Yes, very close, like 3,000 away.
It's awesome.
Can't wait. Been trying to make this comic for like 5 years now.
Thank God for Comicsgate.
Yep. And before Comicsgate, I almost quit comics.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well,
it was perfect timing then. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was all weird how it happened. Like destiny or something.
It was density.
All right, this is a $5 super chat from Antonio Malpica. He says, then why did you choose her, Mike? I wanted to use Afro from Afro Samurai.
Oh, my daughter is the one that brought it up.
Critias got that poll link out to everyone in the Malin militia, so they've already started.
Excellent.
Only to them. Early poll.
Let's see, Mortal V says, Edwin, Battle Maiden Knuckle is so good. I haven't had to take my Viagra since Kyung came into my life.
Wow.
Dead air.
Looks like you're missing a super chat.
Elliot for $2. This is not Elliot. John Malin is a hack.
Something makes me think that was Elliot.
I don't know why you would say that.
You just said it's not Elliot.
Oh,
clearly.
no, my bad. So I'm looking at all the thumbnail versions of our drawings, guys, and I'm winning.
It is sweet though.
Thanks,
John. That's
I'm
not
not
how you pronounce. That's not how you pronounce whiny.
No.
Good old John Malin. John Malin.
John Malin.
John, why is your name misspelled?
We were probably hiding from the law 1,000 years ago, my people. In Vietnam.
My people.
Oh, Lord. Oh, gosh. Okay.
More people.
More people.
Let's see, Ruth Sheldon asks, speaking of, how would one get themselves excommunicated from the Malin militia? Asking for a friend.
Oh, who was that? Was that Ruth?
Just tell them to DM me on Twitter.
It's nothing in, but it's blood out.
Little death.
You can check out anytime you want, but you can never leave.
That's right.
All right, mentioning a few more fun projects on IndieCron. And everybody, if you've not bookmarked IndieCron, this is maintained by our very own Pixel Trader. It is a fantastic site to track all the different, and I'll post that in the chat, to track all the different new projects, old projects, just to see how everything's doing and new stuff. And then if you're thinking about launching an Indiegogo, I strongly encourage you to go to IndieCron and look at the various IndieCron or the various Indiegogos are formatted. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can steal from the very best.
Just like Mike.
Or you can steal from John Malin.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so some other fun projects that are in funding right now. Little Girl Lethal by Slick Jimmy. That is a mature comic book, but it's a fun comic book. Our very own Gary Shipman has his sketchbook, which is still in demand. Gary Shipman is closing in on $10,000.
Awesome.
Thank you for the plug.
Let's see, other fun stuff. Black Forest. Black Forest. That is by Mike Angerhauser and the beloved Betty Bright Eyes. Betty Bright Eyes is the one who does like all those fake pulp covers. She does a bunch of fun stuff. All right. Closing out tomorrow, and I would really love to see these guys succeed. Sportman Goes to Japan. Sportman Goes to Japan. This is an all-ages comic book. And I will post this here. Sportman. This is an all-ages comic book. This one is an amazing value. I think at the $8. I think at the $8 tier, you get 230 plus pages a comic book for just $8.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, didn't we promote that on the show last night?
I think so. I think so.
Edwin, where were you last night?
I was in bed. I didn't go to work yesterday. I had a bit of a stomach flu. So,
all right, you're excused.
You should just say I was doing what I needed to do, Mike. That's what you should say.
That's right, sucker. What's wrong with you? That's some kinds of
My business is my own. No.
Edwin is part of the family, so I get concerned when he's not here. It's all out of love. It's all out of love.
Looking
without you.
Looking at some more fun stuff from Gilly Ranks Comics, who is in our chat and is a great member of the community, is a comic book called Lair, which he calls a paradimensional demon horror comic book. Lair.
Actually does look good.
It does look good.
That cover is so cool. That
it is.
angel character on there.
Mm-hmm. It's epic.
Eventually, I would like to sculpt that. Those are the kind of figures that sell to like painters and collectors and gamers and things like that.
Right. Another comic book from another creator who is a frequent visitor here. This is from James Dean Anderson. James Dean Anderson. He's a frequent super chatter and a good member of the community. This is called Conflict. Conflict. You can check that out. Looks like he is through December. So I want to get the word out for some of these guys. Sometimes the space gets so crowded that it's hard to get the word out for everybody.
Yeah. It's twoo. It's twoo.
All right.
Oh, brother, was that a Blazing Saddles?
It was. Good job, John.
Ugh.
You finally made it through it, huh?
It was awful.
Let's see, this is a $5 super chat from Antonio Malpica. Mike's afraid that Edwin found another dance partner. It's going to be okay, Mike, if you send chocolates. It's going to be okay, Mike, if you send Edwin chocolates. All is going to be okay.
Edwin doesn't want to, or Antonio doesn't want to come on my show anymore.
I'm never going to dance again. Guilty feet. All right, looking at a few more projects. This is from Andrew P. Anderson. We've had him on the show before, yeah.
He was on last night.
And his project, and he has just launched his. His project is called The Knox. The Knox. It is kind of a 70s crime caper, if I've got that right. Yeah, sort of Ocean's 11, but different.
That sounds cool.
All right. Let's see, a fun one that I think I skipped over. Did I skip over this? Yeah. This is a fun-looking comic book. And sorry, of course, as soon as I start speaking, he decides to pull their Harley by it. This one is called Johnny Phantasm. Tales of New Detroit. Wow, so much So many talented people, and a lot of these people are right here in your chat and audience tonight.
Because drawn and quartered is the place to be, yo.
What the heck was that?
This is a $10
He's trying.
from Samurai Secret. He says, "Thank you to everyone who helped Black Forest across the funding line. Look for my family's coat of arms or excessively long German name somewhere in the book." Let's see. Splendopia wants to know, is Chris Tucker drawing? Oh, no. What is that? Heck? And who is Chris Tucker? Is that Pablo Brown? Is he playing the part of Chris Tucker tonight?
Splendopia is the writer of Cyborg USA.
So glad we have Pablo. We need him back every time.
I haven't seen his work yet. Is it putting you to shame there, John?
No. It's because every time he talks, nobody knows anything he's saying.
Yes. Vote Pablo.
Sounded like he said, vote Malin.
Oh, yeah. It's like having that guy from the Water Boy. Need the van number.
Oh,
No.
we were just watching that today.
Pablo, give us some words of motivation. Give us some motivational speech.
I don't know.
Inspiring.
That's all it is.
There you have it.
Inspiring.
I feel inspired.
I was about to give up, and now I'm gonna
Now they pulled you back to the break. Oh, that's fantastic.
So I'm changing my artwork. And this is now my current entry.
Let's see.
Who's that?
Riot Press Productions, who is the artist for Johnny Phantasm, asked, "How can I get on here and draw a little sometime? I've got some chops." DM me on Twitter, and I'll talk to Mike about working you into the rotation.
Or go to Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition and win that.
Let's see. Ken Jack Ben says, "I want Pablo to say hello. My name
Actually, that's how John got in, isn't it?
What's that?
That's how you got in here, right, John?
Yep.
Oh, Fan Edition.
It's the 10-time champion over there.
Well, I can go over there, clean house too. Believe it.
Well, yeah.
Is someone using white for reference material? for black and white?
I'm working on Art T. Bear's statue.
Oh, cool. Very cool, very cool. And art isn't here.
Try.
How long is this again?
Let's see. We'll see how far along we are. Let's see. Let me check in on the time. 2 hours is a lot of time until it's not. Let's see. We now have 50 minutes remaining. So we are past the halfway mark.
Wow.
2 minutes remaining. All right, I am going to go down the line and take a look at everybody's composition. I'm going to start with Andrew Huerta.
Let me zoom out.
Nice.
Big old action show. Looking good. Mr. Andrew Huerta. Andrew Huerta has a comic funding on Indiegogo. It is called Sovereign. All right. Mr. Mike Miller.
Andrew did not know that we were drawing Vash the Stampede, apparently, and decided to draw the shadow.
Well, that is some nice perspective, Mr. Miller.
Well, thank you very much. And unfortunately, I just put a stencil down on my piece that had something on it. I don't know what the hell it is, but I had to get my paper wet to wipe it off. So I've got a little ink graying here, which is.
Guess what, Mike? I don't get ink blots on my paper.
Boy, we'll see if this is a wise choice. There's 52 minutes remaining.
Wise choice for what?
It's a lot of detail, a lot of ink to lay down.
How I roll. That's how I roll.
Looking at Mr. Kanan White.
Mr. White. Would you like a home loan today, Mr. White? Just take it. Just take it. Oh, you don't have to pay us back.
Let's see. John Dillard gaming the system for $2 billion. Oh, great. Kanan is drawing the same thing again.
He is, ain't he?
Awesomeness.
Is he drawing Mumra?
And just to be clear, John Dillard, that is Mr. White to you. Mr. Wraith and Little for $2. Malin is getting 2 buku for his britches. 2 buku.
Well, that's my native tongue of my ancestors. That means too big. Too big. And I assure you, I'm not too big for my britches yet.
Which ancestors are these now?
My Vietnamese ancestors.
Oh.
Picked up on that.
I didn't realize that was a Vietnamese saying.
Yeah. You never watched Full Metal Jacket?
Love you long time.
Let's see. Brian Ringler asked Edwin Boyan, does Comicsgate support novels too, or just comics? Comicsgate, by its name, is pretty much just comics. However, I am a reader and a science fiction reader. If you have something interesting, I might be willing to mention you on one of my programs sometime. So feel free to send me a DM on Twitter. And Chester Busby is dropping the link to the fan edition drawn and quartered tomorrow. Please check that out. The winner of the fan edition gets to compete on the regular edition of Drawn and Quartered. And the fan edition competitor tonight is Pablo Romero. We will get to him just in a second. Boy, oh no! It looks like Mr. Elliot Fernandez
That's awesome.
is working on a supplementary piece. A supplementary piece.
Did John see it yet? I wasn't sure.
Oh, I'm John Malin. I think I'm the winner of the Vietnamese Drawn and Quartered.
Is that the Vietnamese or is that the Victinamese?
Oh, it's terrible writing. I have a beard. In real.
I can make out the lettering on the forehead though. That
and
is,
I don't have that awesome hairline. Mine is much more that of a young man.
This is John Malin in my native tongue.
I like this because this is what Elliot thinks I look like.
See, now this really truly captures the true spirit of Drawn and Quartered.
What?
This is Drawn and Quartered should be played.
Oh, intimidation.
Intimidation, derision, disrespect. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Vitriol. What? Mr. Gary Shipman with working on a piece that is actually on target and on topic. It is a pleasant surprise.
It's really good too.
I'm sorry. I'll get to the Pac-Man later. I just got
Looking very good, Mr. Gary Shipman.
Thank you so much.
All right. Let's check in on Mr. John May.
Oh well, yeah. Let me give everybody the full view.
Looking pretty good if you were scarecrows.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's
Diablo.
beautiful, ladies and gentlemen.
This Diablo's chunks.
That's a reference to the awesome cartoon.
You called it a cartoon?
Just to show everybody how down I am.
Not when you call it a cartoon.
The lingos. The gringo lingo.
All right. And so even though I am artistically illiterate, I have picked up on two things now. Two things that seem to be common to Mr. Mayman's stuff. He does an interesting lighting effect that reoccurs a couple times, and then the use of the elongated torso. I think we saw this lighting effect. I think you used this with your Skeletor piece. Am I remembering that right?
This is how you fill a lot of space so that you don't have to do any detail work.
I'm sorry, Edwin. My screen went black or something. I was trying to figure out what was the question. Was it about the lighting on here?
Yeah, the lighting on through the letters Diablo kind of reminds me of the lighting that you used on your Skeletor piece. Kind of
Yeah.
Similarity.
Yeah. Just being bad A. That's what I do.
All right. Moving down to Kyung Lee. Mr. Kyung Lee.
It's awesome.
Oh.
A nice clean piece with a very distinctive manga rendering.
I win.
All right. And everybody, please make sure to take a look at Kyung Lee's Battle Maiden Knucklebone. The campaign finishes up in just a few short hours. All right. Here we have Model 3. Model 3. Now, Model 3 is an interesting dude. He's got an active Indiegogo campaign. His Indiegogo campaign, his goal is to purchase a 3D printer so that he can make memorabilia, action figures, tokens, pods, toys, all sorts of fun stuff for Comicsgate. Now, Model 3 is the real deal. He's taken me on a virtual tour of his workshop before and shown things that he's actually made for real-life movie studios and creations. Model 3 is an immensely talented modeler and craftsman.
Well, thank you. Yeah, and I'm doing it crowdfunding because the printer that I'm looking at is a very high-end prototyping ELP. It's a resin printer, so it's not like a FDM or a filament printer that most people see, where you see all the lines and the layers throughout the printed piece. This is like jewelry grade and dental grade printing, so that these finished pieces will be perfect.
Yeah, we got to get him funded for shape.
Yeah, we should have him on. We should have him on an Aloha Hour one night and talk to him more at length.
Well, one of the things that I've struggled with the campaign, I'm on my third promo video now, is trying to explain it concisely.
It's not that hard to concisely explain. Okay, so Model 3 has the capacity to model and make just about everything and anything that you can conceive of. With this particular printer, Model 3 will be able to offer low-cost 3D printing and fabrication to the Comicsgate creators. So people like Mike Miller, people like John Malin, anybody who perhaps wants like a keychain, a coin, an action figure, a mini, all these different sorts of things. So if Model 3 is successful, then going forward past that, Comicsgate creators will have access to low-cost fabrication low-cost modeling and fabrication. So next year, you could be seeing Indiegogo campaigns where not only can you get a comic book, but there will be a tier for a physical object. Again, for an action figure, a mini, a bust, almost anything that the creator can imagine and that fits into, a reasonable amount of space. This can be offered as an addition to their Indiegogo, into their Comicsgate project. You'll be able to have a real tangible representation of a character or idea that you can hold in your hand. So he'll be able to make wonderful collectible items for Comicsgate.
And the initial creation and modeling, I'm not going to charge the creators for. That's one of the big parts of the campaign. I'm going to do the prototype and get the first one done so I can send it off and they can approve it, and then we'll figure out what it's going to take to reproduce. So right there, that's going to take a big burden off of people to start getting their things made.
That's awesome.
All right, and that is Model 3. Let us take a look. Let's take a look in with Mr. Pablo Romero. Mr. Pablo Romero.
The winner.
Looks awesome.
Thank you.
Sick.
Yeah, and he's going to make sure to check out his Twitter. He's got a project coming out pretty soon called Cyborg USA.
Yes.
And that looks super fun. And on Twitter, he is at Pablo Romero Art. I will link that in the chat so everybody can follow him and keep track of him.
I also have a YouTube channel with the same name and a Facebook page.
Awesome.
All right. And Chester Busby is reminding us tomorrow he has linked the YouTube channel for Good Dog Press. So make sure you follow there. So then follow there and hit the bell. So tomorrow you can see the fan edition Drone and Quartet. I'm going to put the camera on rotate again. And let's check in on how much time we have remaining. We have 40 minutes remaining. 40 minutes remaining. Mike, I'm going to find microphone briefly and step away for just a moment.
That's fine.
Yeah, John's going to need all the time he can get because he needs it. He needs it. He does.
Yeah. I don't know. He's probably just going to, if he runs out of time, he'll just fill everything in with black. When in doubt, right, John? When in doubt.
Well, let's see.
You follow that credo, don't you?
Yep. Trying to black it out right here. That's how it looks.
Mm.
Bam. Oh.
I follow a different credo. Mine is when in doubt, figure it out.
Yeah. Let me
when in doubt, black it out.
Bam.
I think John. Look what John just did. He digitally spilled black ink everywhere.
We didn't think it was possible.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about just making the whole page black.
So am I, John.
Yeah.
Yeah. John, did you see my cartoon here? It says.
Oh, hold on.
There's more to it.
Red underline, blood. Also, Jerkmonger is the greatest.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Huh. I didn't know you felt that way. Huh. Wow.
I like the flies.
What's going on with Andrew? Andrew, what are you doing, brother?
I'm doing hands right now, but let me zoom out. See if any of you guys can see this.
I'm gonna guess and say drawing a lot of zigzaggy lines.
Yes.
I like it. I like it.
It works with anime people.
Yes.
Kinetic. And energetic. And John's guy's just standing.
There we go. Perfect. Mine's perfect right now.
How about Kanan? Kanan, how you doing? Kanan, what the heck is that on this guy's arm? I think Kanan left.
Did Kanan leave again?
No, he's here.
He went to get a taco.
So you don't know the series then, Elliot? Come on, man.
No, I don't, because I don't like it. And you keep drawing Spartans.
Actually, I actually wasn't a fan of the show either until the end.
Let's see here. Maybe some chats if there's any more here.
I didn't get to catch the whole thing, but the ones I saw I thought were rad.
It was there. It kind of started with the, comedic side, and then it eventually kind of got ultra serious, and then went funny again at the very, very end, or something like that. So, but it wasn't one of my favorites.
For me, this is serious stuff. I didn't care. Like, I saw the manga, I didn't care for the art in it, and I didn't care that much. I thought he looks too long to me. It always kind of drags me out of the show.
Oh, his body type.
Yeah. Just the way they approach this particular character design. But yeah, it's fun.
I mean, that was kind of the early kind of anime anyway, because Hunter D was done like that too.
Yeah.
But I actually like that style. That's one of my favorite. That's still one of my favorite animes, man. Bloodlust.
Free on YouTube.
Oh my gosh. We should have did Akira too, man. Tetsuo, oh man, and his transformation to be able to draw that. Man, that would have been awesome. It wasn't on there.
I think it was one of the options.
Oh man, that would have been sweet to draw Tetsuo.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I prefer that.
Tetsuo!
Got it up!
I still have my shirt from 1989 when I bought it at the movie theater when that came out.
That's awesome. I always wanted that jacket and the bike.
Yeah.
That bike, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they can actually make those bikes nowadays. It's rad.
Did anybody see was it Ready Player One?
Yeah.
Yeah. She had his bike in there. I thought that was cool.
The Gundam scene was sick.
Yeah, it was.
I have to check that out still. I haven't seen it yet.
It's pretty good. Especially if you're like the classic games and stuff, man. He even had Iron Giant in there, which I thought was cool.
Spawn, a bunch of people were in it.
Well, he was in there too, wasn't he?
Yep. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Spawn.
Pretty much
I
everybody.
got the rights for all
that. Steven Spielberg went, hey.
Right, I want to use that. Right? It's like Steven Spielberg. That is the rights. No. Yeah.
Yeah, who's going to say no to Steven Spielberg?
Me.
You feel like that executive at Mattel who told Steve Jobs that he couldn't have Barbie for Toy Story 1.
Wow.
What happened to him?
Well, I don't imagine he felt very good after Toy Story came out. Yeah, Steve Jobs created Pixar. Yeah.
Yep.
After he got fired from Apple, he went and created Pixar, and then they went to Sun Microsystems, created the workstations. They actually built the. I know this because my dad worked at Sun Microsystems and worked on those stations. But yeah, created Pixar, sold it to Disney, and then Apple took him back.
Begged him to come back.
Yeah.
He was an investor in Pixar.
Whatever.
All right. This is a question for Model 3, and this comes from Rodwell Stevens, who says, Model 3, could you add a tier where I can choose 5 coins of my choice? I see that you have that option for 10. A smaller price point might help. Let people pick the coins they want.
Well, let me tell you, I thought about it, and then
Said no.
maybe it's maybe something to think about. But I wanted to get as many of the artists out as I could, so it wasn't a matter of trying to keep the lower tiers out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Then you have people who are not getting exposed to the other ones.
Your tier
To
keeping.
where all the artists have all given permission to do this. I wanted them to all have a good chance of getting their stuff out.
Right.
And maybe that's something I can talk with with Edwin or something. Maybe I'm thinking about that wrong, but I did consider that.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
I think you give customers what they want.
And so this is
And get ready to make a lot of graveyard shift coins.
Well, that's what I've already started making those.
Yeah.
Getting out ahead of it.
Good.
This is a $2 super chat from John Dillard, Gaming the System. Mike says, when in doubt, bend the knee. When in doubt, bend the knee.
That's not what I said at all.
And I do have those.
If that would be bend the knee in prayer, I would agree with that.
Ah, yes.
I do have those Malin Militia coins ready to go.
Oh, nice. Are they on the campaign?
They'll probably be a stretch goal.
Far, far stretch goal.
Yeah, and I know we spoke about a lot of different Indiegogo campaigns tonight. There's so many choices now that it's probably not reasonable to expect anybody to have the capacity to back everyone. But if you see something you like, even if you don't have the capacity to back everything, feel free and please share it around with your friends, share it around on Twitter, share it around on Facebook, share it with people who might not normally be exposed to Comicsgate or Indiegogo. So that other people can become aware of the amazing things that are being done in this space and the amazing creators who are working hard to bring fun stuff to comics fans.
Yeah, some of us have what do you call it? A referral program. So if you can refer enough people to buy stuff, you can get all that stuff for free anyway.
That's cool.
So, but it is always fantastic when we can expand the audience. When we can expand the audience. It's a great thing. So, P.S. Melter says, Edwin, those Malin coins are available in a galaxy far away.
Where they'll do the most.
And just in case anyone missed the memorandum earlier, we all got together and voted Kanan White is
nope.
the official president.
I refuse.
Of the white supremacist.
Congratulations on that.
We could think of no more worthy a person. And Kanan, Mr. White, related how proud he was of his white heritage.
It's a big day, Kanan. It's a big day.
What's the word? Vehemently. Is that the way I say it? Denounce that position. I nominate and I transfer my nomination to Ed. Elliot.
I give it to fans what they want.
I think it is beautiful. So the Kanan White fan club will now be known as the White Supremacist. It is beautiful poetry.
And in honor of that fandom, I hereby transfer that power to Elliot.
So we have the Lone Star Squadron.
I can't take that from you.
We have
you already have it.
And we have the
It's all yours.
It is a Canaan crusade. Canaanites.
I have the power, and I hand to bequeath it to whom I shout. Elliot, you are the one.
For I have forsworn to forswear. Therefore.
Henceforth with henceforth.
All right, let's see. Jean Menard says a vote for Malin is a vote for Miller. That sounds reasonable.
Right. Right.
Every time I hear your name, Mike, I think of another time in the commercials. Just one time.
Yeah, and Model 3 is not a competitor. He is producing an exhibition for us tonight. He is an exhibitor. Oh, Vision Store.
What if he wins?
I'm not going to get that far in less than an hour.
He's not even competing. What if he wins?
Yeah. That's going to make us look bad.
No, on this one I won't. He's 2 hours is hard enough.
Yeah, because it's a different medium. Model 3 is just participating as an exhibition of 3D modeling.
He's just here to entertain you.
Am I not entertained? You're not entertained.
And I will link Model 3's Indiegogo campaign in the chat. You know, Kanan, I am so sorry. I think my meme has caught on.
Oh, guys. Thanks, Ed. Appreciate it.
I do not know that Richard Spencer and Vox Day would approve, but it just feels so right. Let me even go further and say it
so white.
Feels so white.
There it is.
Oh, I love it. Me and company. Me and company.
All proceeds will go to Elliot. Here's my.
Elliot's all their proceeds.
There will be.
Flip Camelot, in fact, says it's all right to be Canaan white. It is indeed all right to be Canaan white.
It's all right. All right now.
It is all white.
So bad.
There's a wrong way and a white way.
Oh, no.
White way. Oh,
Kanan, I get the feeling you've gotten this all your life.
No. No, not till now.
Until confiscate.
it
Boys.
was time.
Just confiscate. No.
It was time.
So when you were a kid and that Eddie Murphy skit came out, nobody was like, "Hey, Kanan, you're Mr. White."
No, man, that was well, for one, we couldn't see it, so yeah, it's like that was I didn't see anything Eddie Murphy related to was probably maybe
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, man, but we didn't watch Saturday Night Live.
Wow. That's for all the white kids.
See, Michael, you see.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing, Kanan. You just have to embrace it.
I will never embrace this. I will always deny.
Oh,
openly.
Miss White is probably horrified. I am so sorry, Mrs. White. I am so sorry.
I like what Star Taker says here. Kanan LeBlanc.
Oh no.
Good times.
Black's Day.
Oh.
Everything's gonna be all right.
Let's see. Scott Bruckner says, Edwin, this episode makes me so happy. This is the first time I've ever been able to see VASH the Stampede. get this much love.
There you go.
Vash.
We are here to make you happy. Thus. What's our time, Ed?
Let's see. We are at. Sweetheart, can you check that timer for me and tell me what's on the timer? I had to plug in the phone. And she's got headphones in. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm fading, brother.
You're fading?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to throw in the towel.
Boy, there is 21 minutes remaining.
Elliot, you can last 21 minutes more.
Oh no. I don't know. I'm feeling woozy.
Don't punk out.
I do what I gotta do.
So many amazing projects in Comicsgate now, though. Here's another one. This is called Guardians of Erlof. Another fun one to take a look at. Let's see. Hardware Wars says cheat twice, cheat often. Very good. Marlboro Man says tell people where to vote for the winner. So what we do is at the end we'll do a roll through one more. We'll do a roll one more time through all the competitors, and then we will post the poll.
And then you vote for me, and we all go home.
Kanan, I am so sorry. It was just too good. It was just too good to pass up. I am so sorry.
You are stuck with this for the rest of your life.
Yeah, if it gets me votes, we're good.
If someone did have to be president of the white supremacist, I think you are probably the best choice.
Or not. As I said, I will always deny.
Awkward. Passionate choice.
I mean, it's okay. You know, you should be able to be proud of your heritage.
That's not part of it. Pretty sure of that. We're on the opposite side of that one. He said awkward.
It's that, and the only reason he feels like he can turn down this nomination, it must be his Canaan white privilege. Makes him think he can turn down the.
Now that I do have the Canaan white privilege. I do have that.
Now, when you stay up too late streaming on the internet and you have to explain it to your wife, do you experience Canaan white guilt?
No, not at all.
You heard it here first.
Sorry about that.
Zero white guilt.
No guilt whatsoever, Ed, thanks.
Oh, man. It is too bad. It is too bad we don't have Art T. Bear in here tonight. We could have some magnificent memes with black and white.
Oh, no.
Oh, it is all about the memes. Oh, ACR says it's a rule to be a member. You must always deny its existence. Let's see where he's going with that.
Except this time. The deniability is authentic.
Deniability.
All of a sudden, Kenan's artwork is finished.
Despite my jokes at your expense, I have nothing but love for you, brother.
I know it. Yes, you do.
It doesn't always feel like it.
It's a tough love. $5 from John Dillard, Gaming the System. Yet no project more amazing than the upcoming Tales from Beyond the Gate anthology presented by THS. That must be The Gatekeepers. So this is an anthology by The Gatekeepers called Tales from Beyond the Gate. And then he concludes with Vote Malin.
Wow,
The Malin militia remains a potent force.
Yeah, they all voted for me last week. And I do appreciate them all. I love all of you in the Malin militia who vote for me. Thank you. Is John having a taco?
I think he is.
I think he is.
Oh, sorry. What? What was happening?
All right. So for anybody who's come in late, I'll go through the competitors again.
Well, Edwin, could you recap the last 20 minutes for me, please?
We talked about Kanan's lack of white guilt. He denies having any white guilt. He did affirm that Kanan white privilege does exist.
Kanan white privilege.
This is a $5 super chat from Ray Thugler. Tonight, the Malin militia will suffer a rout by the fury of Gary's grenadiers.
Oh, he is grenadiers. Oh, all right.
Both of them?
No. The meme is catching on. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Kanan. From the chat, if Kanan ran for office, will his slogan be, "You know you're right when you side with white"? Kanan White.
Oh, no.
Gatekeeping since 2018. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Kanan.
I deny all political and propaganda with my name attached. Revert all inquiries to Jerkmonger.
Denied.
Elliot Fernandez.
Splendopia in chat knows what's up. He or she says, "Yikes, Edwin, that was sarcasm, John's default tone." Yeah. Now, with that said, Edwin, can you tell me about the last 20 minutes of this show?
It's all been nonsense. It's all been nonsense, taco jokes. I think one super chat said, "Go Team Malin."
Edwin's still missing the sarcasm.
Where have you been, Malin?
Tuning you guys out.
So you want to win so desperately that you didn't want to participate in the fun.
Yeah, I went outside. I looked at the stars for a little bit. Came back in.
I think Malin has somebody else working on the side, and because he's working digitally, he can just slide in the layers.
It's true. It's true.
So much digital hate.
Very astute observation, by the way.
Simple email. Make you a winner. A little bit of a Dropbox action. Bam!
It's all right.
Give me one moment, and I will reintroduce the competitors. Oh, that is so great! I just did a Google search for Kanan White, and he has got a glorious orange mohawk. Oh, Oh, this is
yeah. Early on. Yes, I did.
Oh, I've got to share this. This is too good to keep to myself. I am so sorry, Katie. This is
No
amazing.
problem.
I
Actually,
don't think he's sorry at all.
I'd still rock it if I could. Delete it.
Let me share my screen here. Present to everyone. Oh, Canaan White and all his glory. That is a beautiful thing.
There you go.
It was orange. I think I had it.
Is that your grandmother's hair?
And no, actually, that's more of a orangish, but hers was natural. No, but my I had it. It was blonde. I think I may have had it. I think it may have been platinum at one time too. And I think green and blue, and like a maroon color. So yeah, it was.
Are you a crocker?
So you were a blue hair? You were a blue hair at one point?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, I would still rock the. I would still rock my Hawkman if I was able. Unfortunately, nature has a tendency to deplete the hair in the
northern realm.
Yep. So
you're going bald, man. It's okay.
I would live that to my son. So he should decide to continue that legacy. He's got one now. It's pretty dope. But
no, it's from your mother's side, or it's from your mother's side. So if your mom's dad was bald, then it's a good chance your son will be bald.
All right, and chat is saying that Canaan was the inspiration for Mitch Breitweiser's Red Rooster.
Hey,
we have a $2 super chat from John and Terry Bogard Wallace. He says, "Shut up, comma Malin. Who's drawing?" All right, let me go.
I remember that, Terry.
Let me go through and introduce everybody. All right. First off, we have Andrew Huerta. Andrew Huerta.
Doing the shadow.
And Andrew Huerta has a current Indiegogo campaign called Sovereign. Sovereign. Looking very good, Mr. Huerta.
Thank you. Thank you.
Moving down the line, you're now looking at your humble host, Mr. Mike Miller. Mr. Mike Miller.
I've thrown a little ink on there since last time.
Your camera's clearing up nicely tonight. All right. And Mike has a current Indiegogo campaign. Well, it's actually in demand, but it will be ending very soon. It is called LONESTAR, Heart of the Hero. You can find it by going to LONESTARcomic.com.
Out of the hero.
All right.
Bold Miller.
Mr.
John
Canaan.
did last night.
Mr. Canaan, with all the privilege.
It's awesome.
All right. And he has an Indiegogo campaign with his partner Antonio Bryce. The comic book is called Brand. It is a supernatural kind of adventure comic book. Very fun. I think I have a cameo in that comic book.
Yes, you do. Excellent. Yep. Early on too.
Well, looking good, Mr. White.
Thank you.
All right, moving down the line, Mr. Elliot Fernandez with his third entry. All right, Mr. Elliot Fernandez with a very shipman-esque presentation this evening. Looks very good, though.
Just remember to vote out Elliot.
Have some more tacos, man. Have some more tacos.
That would be me.
All right. Moving down the line. The one and only Mr. Gary Shipman.
Hello.
Snap.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's Billy Idol and Sting from Dune.
Stingy Idol.
I will kill him. All right. Mr. Gary Shipman. And if you stop over on IndieCron, you can look and find Mr. Gary Shipman's Indiegogo campaign. It is the Gary Shipman 2018 art sketchbook. Mr. Gary Shipman. All right. Our next competitor is the infamous Mr. John Mayle.
Yeah, that's the winner right here, guys. Might as well look at it now. Learn from your mistakes.
In the audience, or press 1 if any of the Malin militia is in the audience tonight. Press 1.
They don't need to reveal themselves. They know.
They're all asleep.
All right, we have a $2. We have a $2 super chat from John Dillard, gaming the system. He says the Malin militia is greater than Mike's sewing circle.
It's true.
Ben Thomas in the chat says that Kanan's favorite Billy Idol song is White Wedding. This is true.
Is it?
It's a good day for a white wedding.
Yeah, I read about that.
You did, huh?
Giving all the details, all the dirt and gossip that you won't hear anywhere else. All right.
It's trending on Twitter already.
Our next competitor is Kyung Lee. Now, Kyung Lee has an Indiegogo campaign that is ending tonight. It is called Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb. Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb. Let me get the link to that, and I will toss that in the chat.
Looking good, Con.
Thank you.
So, Kyung, did you think coming into this, did you expect to raise this much money?
Oh no, not at all. Yeah, I just went over it on John's channel. You know, I was anxious just to be able to reach the goal. So the fact that it did so well is absolutely mind-boggling. Thank you all so much for the support.
That's what we do.
How many keys Kyung is hitting just to hit those little white, those little marks? What's going on there, Kyung?
Oh, sorry about that. I got all the shortcuts on the keyboard, so switching between tools.
Mike, let me do something for Kyung real quick, because it looks like I recognize some of these names, so some of these names may have backed him while this has been going on. So let me thank a couple of people for him. Chris Estes for $25. Thank you. Jay Cephas for $35. Thank you. Luke Bant for $35. Thank you. Mario Rodriguez for $25. Greg Barrett for $25. Matthew Spear for $25. Eduardo Tenorio for $25. M.F. Camillus for $25. Christopher Green for $35. Alessandro Costa for $25. Matt Hayes for $25. Jason M. Ziegler for $25. Dominic Moore for $35. All of these were donations that came within the last 2 hours.
Nice. Thank you all so much.
It's awesome.
All right.
Comic skate.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. All right, checking in on Model 3. Now, Model 3 is not a competitor tonight, but he is showing us his real-time 3D modeling skills. What program are you modeling in?
I'm using ZBrush.
Nice. ZBrush.
Very cool.
And that is popping out. That is popping out quickly because Model 3 joined us about an hour in progress. All right, gentlemen, I've been thanking people, and I should have kept better track of the time. There are 2 minutes remaining. There are
What?
minutes remaining.
Hey, Kanan, I just saw that Umbrella Guy posted a video about your new meme.
Oh, you did?
I was quick.
Let's see, Riot Press Productions for $2 says on Indiegogo, how does something go to in demand? We will answer that after we draw it to a close. And just because we're coming right up on that hard time limit, I don't want to get caught up in a wrong explanation.
What have you done?
All right. Because I was remiss in listing the time, Mike, do you want me to add 5 minutes to the do you want me to add 5 minutes to the timer?
I do not. I am done.
Okay.
All right, so no mercy from Mr. Miller.
It was done 2 hours ago.
If I can bang this out in 2 hours, you guys can suck it.
All right. We're closing it, gentlemen. There is 30 seconds remaining. When I say stop, you must drop your mouse, your pen, pencil, or brush.
Uh,
15 seconds, gentlemen. 15 seconds.
What?
10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And stop. Pin, pencil, stylus.
Elliot?
What? I'm drawing my own stuff, man. I've drawn this thing 2 hours ago. What's wrong with you?
The chat is saying that it was locked on me. Is it still the case?
That is not still the case.
Should be locked on me.
All right.
Give them something to look at.
Let's see. John Dillard, Gaming the System. Model 3 Too Dark. SJW Minority Insert. I'm not sure what that means.
Probably the color on the 3D model.
All right. I am going to go down the line. All right. Starting with, and so who's posting the straw poll tonight? Is it Chester or is it?
It's usually Chester. Chester, do you have the straw poll ready?
Hello, Poppy. Do you have a straw poll ready?
Straw poll, please.
Okay, so get the poll ready, please, and I'm going to go down the line, and we're going to discuss each one. This is Andrew Huerta. Andrew Huerta.
You got to turn the blue line off, Andrew.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
All right, skip. Go. Come back to me later. I'll get rid of the blue.
All right, we will come back to Mr. Andrew Huerta. All right. The host of this program and the only two-time gold medalist, Mr. Mike.
3-time.
Are you a 3-time gold medalist? No.
I will be in a minute.
Oh. All right. Let's see how your confidence and your prediction pans out. Can you bring the drawing moderately closer to the camera? Is that possible?
I can. Here.
All right.
Taking forever.
You know what? I just want you. You want it? What do you
back
want?
out.
You could have just picked up the paper.
I do note that Mike has elected to include feet with his drawing. That is a bold choice.
VASH the Stampede. Stampedes with feet.
All right. Also, a former, I believe, a gold medalist and a silver medalist, Mr. Conan White.
Hello.
Just cool.
Loving the womanly hips.
Oh, goodness.
Yours has no form, John. So hey,
He'll do well giving birth.
Twins. Yes, he will.
Mr. Canaan White. All right, moving down the line. This is Elliot Fernandez. Elliot Fernandez.
And that's about all we have to say about that.
Yeah.
Elliot, have you medaled on the show before?
Oh, how soon? How soon?
Long time ago.
All right, just for crying out loud. Second week, brother. Second week.
Which was so long ago.
I even had a belt and everything.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You did have another gold medalist on
A long time ago.
We are now in the 9th iteration of this. Wow.
Called classic, brother. It's called classic.
All right. Mr. Gary Shipman, also a former medalist on this program. What did you medal with, Gary?
Gold.
He's
you
also
mean
much nicer than Kane.
what did I win with?
Right. Was it the 9/11?
It was Captain America 9/11.
Say, Gary,
Yeah.
he doesn't have a gun.
How do you know?
Who broke his finger?
He broke his own finger.
He's double jointed.
All right. This is Mr. Gary Shipman. All right. Now, Mr. John Newton. John, have you won a gold medal on the show?
Yeah, I won many top 3 medals. I don't keep count anymore. Malin Militia, vote twice, vote often.
Yeah, you'll get a second
you
tier.
ain't winning with that, dude.
Oh, I don't need to win. I just need to beat you.
So yeah, the lineup is stacked tonight. We've got a lot of former gold medals competing tonight. This
Are those
is
his nostrils or this? Oh,
John Malin. This
John
is John.
Drew Eraserhead.
Wayne Static.
All right, Kyung Lee, returning to the program. Kyung, have you medaled on the show yet?
I was around for one episode, yes.
Okay. This is Kyung Lee. Again, Kyung Lee, his Indiegogo campaign is ending tonight. It is Battle Maiden Knuckleball. It is a fantastic example of American money. Kyung Lee. Kyung Lee.
Have you ever drawn that before, Kyung? That character?
No, I've never drawn Vash before.
I think she looks hot.
All right. Now, not competing tonight, but participating as an exhibitor, Model 3. And Model 3 joined us very late in progress and proceeded to compose a 3D model. And what modeling software did you say you were using?
I'm using ZBrush tonight.
ZBrush, okay. And Model 3 has an active Indiegogo campaign. He wants to procure a high-tier 3D printer, a resin printer, so that he can produce figures, coins, all sorts of Comicsgate memorabilia, right? So go take a look and please share out and contribute to Model 3's Indiegogo campaign. So
And
the
can
Comic
I
Gate
just
can
add-
have its own toys.
And Edwin, can I just add that I'm going to be doing the prototyping and the modeling and the design, working with the artists for free, and they're ready to go. There are going to be figures and statues and characters coming.
All right. That is fantastic. This is Model 3. All right.
Well, you've been locked on Kyung the whole time.
I've been locked on who?
Kyung.
Young.
Okay, let me show this again. I apologize so much. And this is, again, this is Model 3.
My work is better than this. You can go to my Twitter page.
Yeah, this is a speed model, and he joined us late in progress. But for a speed model, very good start on that. Very good
Oh,
start.
that's really cool, man.
Absolutely.
What can I say about that model that hasn't already been said about Afghanistan?
What?
Who is that?
It looks bombed out and depleted.
Wow.
Who is that?
You don't actually crash to Model 3. He's not competing tonight.
No.
Galen is the Ivan Drago of Jordan's
You walk
Borders.
into the octagon, you're a target.
Yep, protect yourself at
Who
all
was
times.
that giving me such a hard time?
The roast master.
The roast.
Ivan Drago.
All right, and last but not least, Mr. Pablo Romero. Pablo
Nice.
Romero. He was the winner of the most recent fan edition of Drawn and Quartered, and he's going to be launching a comic book project very soon, Cyborg USA.
Nice dress.
I like the Nagel-esque 90s background.
Thank you.
Very retro.
That's awesome.
Her name is Rio, and she's
Go take a look at Cyborg USA. Does anybody remember the New Universe line from Marvel in the 80s?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got like this cool retro thing that reminds me a little bit of like a New Universe title in the very best way.
I have one of the covers here.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
That's awesome.
All right, everyone can just go vote for me now.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Fun stuff.
Thank you.
Reminds me of Mr. T and his crew, the
All right.
cartoon. Mr.
Yes.
T.
We have gone through all the various competitors. And so, Chester, I think it is time to post the straw poll.
The straw poll, Chester.
Please, sir.
Yeah, and people that are listening, if you didn't watch Edwin and Tug's stream earlier when they went over Borderlands 3, you got to go watch that. That book is unbelievable.
All right, Chester Busby is posting the straw poll. And we have 363 people watching. Please go vote. It doesn't cost you anything whatsoever. You don't have to log into anything. It won't require any of your personal information. Please log in and cast your vote. The more votes, the better.
Yeah, everyone should be able to look at the bottom of the screen at all the thumbnail images and pick your winner from there. I think it's clear that the best image in the whole bunch is Malin Militia.
Never did go back. I am so sorry. We never did go back to Mr. Huerta. I am so sorry, Andrew Huerta.
It ain't finished.
It's okay. You can still share what you have. This is Mr. Andrew Huerta. He has an active Indiegogo campaign called Sovereign. After you find out the winner tonight, please go take a look at Sovereign by Mr. Andrew Huerta. You can go into Indiegogo, type in Sovereign Comic, or you can stop by Indiecron and scroll down. Indiecron, maintained by our very own Pixel Trader, is a very easy way to find some fantastic comic book campaigns. This is Mr. Andrew Huerta.
Huerta.
I just want you to know, John.
Huerta.
Yeah.
I voted for you, John. I know you voted for me.
Chester Busby is posting the straw poll. So please, if you're just listening and you're not paying attention to the chat, make sure to load up the chat, and inside the chat, the live chat, you will find a link to the straw poll. You can click on it, vote, and come right back in.
And vote for me. Vote Miller, vote often. Sorry, I had to steal that from Malin.
Yeah, Mike steals all my lines.
All your fans.
Oh, no. Holy clicking of the clicker.
But all once,
I want to see the real time. Shut up.
That's Mike. That's Mike voting for himself.
Good night, Irene. I can't believe what I'm seeing here.
Malin Militia, you know what to do.
I should never have voted for
Vote
John.
for me.
Never.
vote Miller. Vote often. Oh, you know what? I need to go share this.
So the chat is asking me to show them again, so I will take you through one more time. I am starting with Mr. Andrew Huerta. Mr. Andrew Huerta. This is Andrew Huerta. All right.
I would say something. I would say something, but the voters have spoken for me.
Okay.
Oh my!
Oh, they just spoke again, and you just dropped a notch.
You're looking at Mr. Mike Miller. Mr. Mike Miller. You're actually looking at more of his arm because he's putting his arm because he's a boomer. This is Mike Miller. Mike
Looks really cool.
It's Miller time.
I love his soy boy face, Mike.
Soy boy. What? A man can't be.
Toy gun.
Dude, at least he has a face on his.
Yeah, right. It's not
Oh,
just
mood.
dots in a black void.
And this is Kanan White. What is your character clinging onto here, Mr. Kanan White?
Part of the
Is he going to be burning that later?
well, it's two things. It was supposed to be kind of like an homage to Daredevil, and then also there's a cross that he also carries. It's a he doesn't have it, but it's one of the other characters. They have he has a gun that's pretty dope. It's crazy, and so I just added that too.
All right, this is
Pretty
Mr.
pretty bad.
Kanan White. All right. Mr. Elliot Fernandez, could you drop down into your entrance?
Elliot said, "I'm tired."
John Malin. This is John Malin. Sure about this.
No,
Elliot has given up this round.
Yeah, don't vote for Mike, guys, because he's not gonna. You're not gonna be able to tolerate the dude after 2 wins in a row.
All right.
So
Elliot Fernandez.
fix this now.
so aggressive.
All right. This is Gary Shipman. This is Mr. Gary Shipman.
I mean, I wish he added that gun though. That would have been crazy. That would have been good.
Mr. Gary Shipman. All right.
Mr. G Ship.
All right. This is John Malin. You are looking at John Malin's entry.
Love it.
You would.
John Malin.
What are all those splatters?
Snow or ash fall.
Pick one, John. Pick one.
No.
Well, I'd have the colors put it in glow, with a nice, beautiful red over VASH.
It's not a wine.
You're looking at Kyung Lee.
With mine, you're looking at the end of a movie.
Justin Ward in the chat says, "Why would anyone vote for John?"
Because I'm an idiot.
Hey.
All right, now not a competitor. This is an exhibitor. He's been doing 3D modeling tonight. This is Model 3. Is this the model for White from Art T. Bear's Black and White?
Yes, and I did this in about 30 minutes tonight.
It's pretty good.
I voted for that.
Code on that and called it VASH. You would have won.
Dude, her hands are totally in the wrong place.
They are. They're in parts.
A little bit of exploded anatomy there.
We should let him actually come on and actually compete, and he'd win.
Yeah, that's why he can't come on and compete.
Why not, Mike? You scared?
Well, we've got to have apples to apples. Apples to apples, Mr. Ship.
Yeah.
It is fun when we have space. It is fun to have him on as an exhibitor. All right. Now you are looking at Mr. Pablo Romero. Pablo Romero.
Vote for me. You know, you want to vote for me. Do it now.
Mr. Excitement over here.
Yeah, vote for Yahoo Serious.
Now you're showing your age, John. Now you're showing your age. Oh, for Canadian $2 says Edwin, Mike's farming votes on Twitter. Cheating. Hey, I gotta get my fans in here.
All right, I'm going to put 2 minutes, 2 minutes more on the timer, and then we will stop the vote. So starting now.
I think Mike's doing what Blizzard did with Diablo Immortal.
I did
He's
what?
adding.
I'm not adding. What? I'm
Mike has his entire family in the other room voting for him, just so everyone knows.
Wow.
Elijah.
All 10 kids.
That's like 20 votes, ain't it?
Mike's been studying hacking at night.
Right now, we used to have an expression in the Army, and the expression was, "If you're not cheating, you're not trying, and if you get caught, you're not trying hard enough."
That's so sad.
We used to have an expression in the Army, and the expression was, "If you're not cheating, you're not trying, and if you get caught, you're not trying hard."
Oh, who's echoing? Who's echoing?
So sad.
Who's that?
Who's just repeating?
This is going on and on.
What the heck is
That's because somebody is opening up other browsers to vote for themselves.
Miller's got 67 different browsers on his computer.
Mike got Firefox on.
This has got to be a boomer.
Mike can't even cheat right.
Boy, there is
Pulling ahead.
Seconds remaining. 20 seconds remaining. Get your votes in now.
Vote mail-in, guys. I need just about 4 votes consistently for the next 30 seconds, and we got it.
So close.
No.
Give us a countdown, Edwin. Give us a countdown.
Don't let Malin take this.
I just refreshed it. I'm going to scroll up, and it is finalized. All right.
Mine's a tie.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the first time. All right, I'm going to start. I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. Okay, with 5 votes, we have Andrew, the Silence, Puerta. All right, with tied for what place would this be? Second, third, fourth. Tied for 5th place, we have Elliot. I eat Taco Bell too. Fernandez. Tied with first-time computer Pablo. Make them shake in their knees. Romero. Tied for 5th place. All right. Next, we have Kanan. Grand Poobah Light with 14 votes. What's that?
What place is that?
It's 4th.
Say again?
Yep.
4th.
That
is the lead medal.
Not on my screen.
Well, you refreshed at the wrong time.
Yeah. And let me share my screen. Let me share my screen for the Brainiacs and the Peanut Gallery.
So this is gonna complicate the bragging rights.
I want verification here.
This is already sketchy.
No, that's what John does.
All right. So again, if you notice, there's 2 people tied. There's 2 people tied for 1st place.
Oh, I got it. Okay, you're right.
Okay. Very good. Very good. So, in fourth place, Kanan ran Poobah White with 14 votes. All right. Now, in the medal position with the bronze medal, Kyung Anime in the House Lee with 16 votes.
Nice.
Gary Shipman squeaking out a silver medal with 18 votes. Gary, give them a head start, Shipman. All right. Now, for the first time ever, both taking home a share of the gold medal. John Maligned Malin with 28 votes, sharing the gold medal with Mike Do You Dance Tango Miller.
Now they have to shoot it out with Sailor Moon.
John.
Of all the pairs that could have
Hey, Edwin.
Sudden death.
Bailey refreshed the
Hey,
results.
Edwin.
Yes.
While you're showing that screen, why you hit refresh?
Because it stops. It stops. when the
Oh,
timer
I know.
stops.
I know. I just want to rub it in a little bit. Go ahead and hit refresh on that.
There's an asterisk after that, right?
Yeah.
Asterisk. Yeah.
Yeah, this is rigged.
So this
Malin Militia. Thank
this
you.
is the first.
Well, they came in a
This
little
is
late.
the first time we have ever had a tie for gold medal.
Oh.
Sudden deaths.
Now it's time to take that to Twitter.
Sudden death.
Sudden death. All right. Sudden death. Chester, can you post John and me?
You can't handle it.
This just happened.
No,
It just happened, Mike.
He would not share the glory.
This
Just
might
hit
not end well.
refresh.
If you want sudden death, you just hit refresh on that vote count.
No.
Yeah, hit refresh.
This is a runoff now. We're gonna do a runoff. Let's do it proper. You want to do it or not?
No.
All right. And it's not.
But we all know.
I was willing to take second, but you're afraid, so I get it.
No. You want to run off, you just hit refresh. It'll tell you.
let the facts speak.
Someone's been disenfranchised. Oh my gosh! You hit it again, John.
Oh.
Shut up, Kanan.
Oh, yeah. Don't be afraid of the results, Mike.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
Go ahead and hit refresh and look at him, Mike.
There's no refresh. That poll's over.
If someone
Take my
claimed
ball away from the court.
there's been voter suppression in this election.
The polls closed. You can't keep voting after the polls close.
Wow.
Not official till Friday.
Mike, if you want a sudden death, I'll give you a you and me drawn and quartered Sailor Moon tomorrow.
Well, that would be interesting.
I can't do another night.
Don't be afraid, Mike. Don't be afraid.
Damn it. People keep voting. All right,
Oh my gosh.
John, I guess we're sharing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we are.
Unless you hit refresh, for that runoff vote you wanted.
All
It's still
we
happening.
need
I think Mike's still voting.
Chester just posted me or you.
No, we don't go with that. We go with the one where it's official.
All right, so the official standing as the vote ended was a split gold medal. Right? Gary Ship with the silver
All right.
medal.
The official is Mike and I get gold. So go to that straw poll and unofficially say who wins, people. Let's do it. Let's find out who gets it.
Oh, it's 50-50.
He's changing. I think he's changing.
You
Oh
guys
my
you're gonna
goodness.
tie twice.
Okay, if I refreshed it right now and read the result, though, you wouldn't be happy.
No, refresh it again. It's 50-50.
It's a tie. It's a
It keeps going
50-50 tie.
50-50. The votes keep going up, and it keeps going 50-50.
16-16.
Oh, is this the you're talking about the
Now it's 18-17, John.
Yeah.
Come on,
Malin
guys.
Militia. Malin Militia. What do we got? 1 minute. You get 1 minute on the clock. Go. Everybody vote. We got 339 people in here. Let's get it up to 200 votes. Everyone get in there.
Oh,
you're
rub it right in Mike's face.
John's taking a bigger lead. Oh,
Malin Militia.
John, you drew a giant shadow.
Don't complain. Yeah, so does Frank Miller. So does Frank Miller, Mike.
Yeah, Frank Miller. Terrible.
Yeah, he draws shadows too. You wanna complain? You wanna write him a letter?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying you're still in second.
Put it in mine.
How's that refresh? How much time's left, Edwin, for our 1 minute?
It's tied again.
I'm sure
50-50.
I'm sure 1 minute is elapsed by
Mike.
now.
All right.
Oh, John just took it.
All right,
John
29 to 28. That's me. Congratulations, me.
30-29, John. That was 30-30.
30-30. That's it.
32-30, John.
All right.
33-30, John.
All over. All over.
You're gonna have to content yourself. You're gonna have to content yourself with a 50% share each of tonight's gold medal.
Well, we know what the fans were saying, don't we?
Oh, that's
Super Wednesday.
Congratulations, Mike, for being second only to me.
Oh, Mike, you need to select a fan for the print.
Mike can send his print out. I'm not doing one.
Oh, you hear that, guys? John's not doing one.
I already won.
All right. So if you want my print, write Mike. If you want John's print, write John. And after about 30 seconds, I will spin the wheel and pick one of you guys for the win, for the print. Signed print. Nobody wants Malin's crab, Bosco says.
Yeah. 40-36, John.
Yeah, but look in the chat. They all want my print.
Malin Militia.
Well,
yours is on paper. They think they're actually going to get your original. They're wrong.
No, they know. They know. They don't want a big black shadow for a print.
Yeah. Tell that to Frank Miller.
Just to write Spain.
Got a big nose.
Someone said Kyung.
Yeah, that is like 2-1 me in the chat.
Your moderators are saying Kanan.
Nobody wants your art.
Oh, that's delicious.
All right.
All right,
Time to,
and let's go spin this wheel. Hold on. I'm gonna close my eyes in a second here. It is. Stop. Stop. Juan Soto, and he wanted Mike. So Juan Soto, hit me up on actually, Edwin, your chat's open, right?
my DMs are open.
Yeah, hit Edwin up, and he'll send me your info, and I'll get you a print of Trigun, VASH the Stampede, right here. So much better than John Malin's. It hurts. Yay. All right, everyone's a winner. Everyone's a winner. So Juan Soto, you are the lucky winner. I'm gonna write that down.
I got shoulder. It looks weird.
VASH.
Okay, so Mike, I'm gonna bail now because I'm doing a live stream. But I just wanted to say that I'm doing giveaways tonight as well. If people want to come over there and be a part of that, you can. And I'm streaming right now.
Good on you, buddy.
Thanks for having me on. Thanks for letting me win.
You're a silver medalist, Gary.
I know. Thanks. That's very cool.
Welcome back to top 3, Gary.
Feels good. Feels
Later,
good.
boys.
Clock is ticking on.
Take care.
Ticking on Knucklebomb.
Right.
Too.
So everybody already we already promoted everybody's stuff. If everybody wants to go through and give your contact info one more time, Andrew, why don't we start with you?
Yeah, you could find me on Twitter at Andrew Huerta 93, and then I'm also on Instagram at The Huerta, and that's mostly it.
And then is that Kanan? Are you next to him?
That was crazy.
Yeah, Kanan, right?
Yep. You can get me a hold of me on Instagram at Kanan02. I have a YouTube, Art of Kanan White,
So
and
anyways,
also
that was a cool experiment. Doing drawing for
Jerry.
Third place. Thank you guys for those of you who voted.
Is he streaming?
Yes. A lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Or just mute him. I don't care. Either way. Edwin, why don't you shout out your info, brother?
Get down.
Yeah.
Down, please.
You could find me very frequently here. You can often find me with that umbrella guy, and on Twitter at Edwin Boyette or YouTube.
All right. And who's next to Edwin? Oh, John.
Everyone, you can find me on Twitter at John Malin. I also have a YouTube channel, also under John Malin. And if you're going to back a project, check out Johnny Phantasm on Indiegogo.
Young.
Hey guys, you can find all my information at kyunglee.com. Battle Made in Knuckle Bomb is going to be wrapping up in 2 hours. If you can't back it within the next 2 hours, it's going to be going into in demand for a couple of months. And yeah, thanks so much for the support. This campaign has been truly incredible.
Right on, brother.
Congrats, man.
Model.
Thank you.
You can find me at Model316 on Twitter, and also if you want to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, I do a lot of these projects live on work streams, and I've got an Indiegogo that is pinned to my feed on Twitter. If you want to check it out, please give it a shot. There's a lot of cool stuff ahead if we can get this campaign going.
Yeah, right on. Pablo.
Yes, you can find me on Twitter at Pablo Romero Art, on Facebook at Pablo Romero Art also, on YouTube. I do drawing live streams, and be ready for Servo USA coming soon.
Are you Pablo Romero Art on YouTube as well?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, and I am your host, Mike S. Miller. This is Blacklist Universe. You can find me here every single day except Sundays. You can find me at Abacus Mike on Twitter. My Indiegogo, which I was working on earlier today. So here's the first page for the next issue. Lone Star Heart of the Hero, available still on Indiegogo, LoneStarComic.com. Check her out. Thanks everyone for being here. Thanks all you, my fine friends and artists, and John Malin for.
Yeah, now it's you as a friend, buddy.
Shout out to Edwin the Ace Acevedo, Malin Militia.
Malin Militia, indeed. All righty. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.